I'm gonna do. I'll tell you when you need to use so I got to quick one. I'm gonna do. Yeah, the only wheel. Other than the wheel. Walk down the wheel. Oh, this one. And come on, again to this one. I just slept one. Ah, go down this one. Remember me and the boy. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, the only wheel. Other than the wheel. Walk down the wheel. But this is what you want. What do you think when you saw what you what is what you everybody tap your head. What is what you how long will it?
Let's see. Let me do something different while it's finished.
This one mash up the place.
All right, guys. Let me see. Let me set something straight here.
Okay, you're not able to take care of Babu Nebo. You're not able to boss the rata Babu Nebo. Also, ya monkey come down. Oh, monkey come down. Monkey come down. Oh, monkey come down. Monkey come down to you. Monkey down to you. Monkey. Also, ya monkey come down to you. Monkey come down to you. Monkey come down to you. Once upon the time, in the jungle, there lived so many animals and so many trees. During the day, there were no restrictions. Anytime, any day, anyone used to corrupt and go outside free in the jungle.
Sandy on the beach.
Share the link for us. Share, please. Yeah, I don't understand what it says, but it sounds good. Sinoe County, yes, the voice of Sinoe here. With Dark Side Porter Esoteric coming to you from Prosper Park, Pennsylvania. These United States of America. I'm gonna do a little sound check here, Pennsylvania. These United States of America. I'm gonna do a little sound check here, All right, looks like my sound is wonderful. Wonderful. All right. Let us start the show here officially. Let's get the show on the way here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora with Dr. Seyon Johnson. Exoteric, our weekly show every Monday. We are here with you to educate you, to share information with you, to keep you abreast of things that are happening in Sinoe County and the diaspora. And so that's what we are dedicated to do on this platform. Like I always said, periodically we'll talk about national issues, but my focus is Sinoe County, both in Liberia and in the United States. And so that's what I'm here to do. I have to get my house in order first before I go somewhere else or someplace else. So all of you that are following the show right now, I really appreciate your presence on the platform. I want you to share the link for us. That's the only thing that I want you to do. You have to share, and so that your friends will be a part of the show as well. You can't just be here with enjoying the great information that I'm about to share, and you can't share with your friends. They say sharing is caring, and so when you care for your friends, your brothers and sisters out there, you just share the link with them on your platform. Because a lot of the time, our followers, we are in seminar groups. So if I already shared, normally when I get on, I will share, various groups. All you have to do is share it on your page as well, and your friends will be in the know of the show. All right. That being said, let's get into our discussion. People will join us later. Gedju, I really appreciate you sharing the show for me, for us. Thank you so much. All right, let me get to what I want to start the show with today. And like I said, the people will join us later on. People will get to listen to the replay, and so we can wait for people. When I already tell you the show time, All right, so let's get into it here. Our queen, welcome aboard, Orowle. Let me see the people that are following. I can see all of you. Gerju Goa is following. Also seeing here, my mother is following. Dr. Zarzar is on the show, and two others. Ezekiel Solo is following. and I can see the rest of you. All right, so when you're following, if you hit maybe you comment, then I will know that you are following. If you want to remain incognito, that is okay, or that is also okay with me. All right, let's see here what I have for the first thing on our platform. Usually we talk about the convention, right? And the convention is around the corner, so I will keep repeating that. But we're going to do a little analysis of the convention here, a pre-analysis, I called it. So I will just give you a quick reminder, and then I will bring the next bullet point to do a pre-analysis of the show of the convention that is coming, the USAA. All right, so I think by now all of you know what USAA means, because I have been repeating that over and again on the platform, so you know what it means. So basically, it's the United Sapphire Association in Americas. That's what USAA stands for. All right, so the convention is a couple of weeks away. All right, President Kolo, thank you for watching. Please share the link for us. The National Convention is a few weeks away. And so we like to do some reminders. We like to go over a couple of things that you already know, but we just want to reinforce those pieces of information so that you don't forget. Now, this brings me to what we call the pre-analysis of USAA 32nd National Convention, which is scheduled to be held in Fargo, North Dakota, in August next month. The National Convention is very, very important. And the reason why it is important is because of several reasons. Firstly, it's for reunion. The United States is a basic country. It's a big country, and so people don't see families and friends, and they don't see each other for a very long time. So at these various conventions that we have yearly, that's when you see your friends, you see your family members. They come to grace occasion, and that's when you reunite, basically. So you meet up with new people as well. You create new networks, new friends. You get new references, those of us that are looking for jobs and stuff like that, or in the future. You get to establish new contacts. And so that one thing that makes the convention very, very important. I don't know who on here does not want to establish new friends. Who here does not want to expand their network. All right, so that's one reason why the convention is important. Besides the social connection, the organization is a humanitarian organization. And so it has an agenda. It has some goals that we make every year, that we set to achieve every year. All right, so that's the leaders of the organization, headed by the president. They set goals for the organization. They sell an agenda to you. All right, so it is at the convention that the president makes a report to the people as to whether she achieves a goal, or he or she achieves a goal or not. So it is important that you come to hear the report of the president. Okay, that's when the president makes a report to the people. And also, it's important at the convention, that's when you have the opportunity to ask your leaders questions. Those questions that you have that have not been answered At the convention, that's when those questions can be asked. And the president or the leaders, the board of directors, they will answer your unanswered questions, or those questions that you have that have not been answered. They will be answered, those unanswered questions. Your concerns as well, they are addressed at the convention. Okay, it's very important. You have concerns that you want to raise. Those at the convention, you can raise those concerns. You can also make suggestions at a convention. Okay, you have some suggestions, to good or bad. At the convention, that's when you can broach those suggestions. So it's very important. It's very important. We can also review our documents at a convention. So we want your input. We want your contribution. So it is important that you come to the convention. At a convention, after the president shall have made her report or makes a report to you, the president makes a report to you. She also has additional plans for the next fiscal, or if you like, programmatic year, if you want to put it out. She has some programs that she wants to implement, or he wants to implement. So after making the report of the prior year, she or he will also tell you what, in this case, we'll have a female president. So she will give new proposals of what she wants to do moving forward. All right. And so it is important that you come to the convention. Now, at the convention also, you make contribution financially. Okay. You make financial contribution. And so when you make that contribution, then you are in the right position to question your leaders, because you have your financial, you have your hard-earned money invested in the goals and objectives of the organization. And so now you have, when you are making criticism of the leaders, when you are criticizing the leader, then it makes sense, because you make a financial contribution. All right. So come there. You make your whatever you pay, get intake. You will be spending a lot of money. Some will be coming to us. Some will not be coming to us, because the money that you will pay to buy your ticket, flight ticket, is not coming to the organization. But it's because of the organization that you are doing all of that. All right. So it shows your commitment to the cause of the organization. You buy your plane ticket. You will make a hotel reservation or accommodation where you're going to be stopping. You have to rent a vehicle if you needed to, so that shows your commitment. So when you are criticizing objectively, criticizing the leaders, then we have no reason to say, but that person is contributing to the cause of the organization. And so we don't have no reason to doubt your criticism. And we say that's a serious member over there that is criticizing, because we have a responsibility to the person, because the person is paying their money, And so, but we also want to tell you they are planning in place. We've got a committee for the convention, right? And we have the national chair lady, wonderful lady, quite incredible. She's taking care of the ticketing and the reservation and the accommodation, those various things. So if you need information, for example, how to book your ticket, how to get a cheaper ticket, you can reach out to the national chair lady, Smith, and she can help you in a direction. All right, she's very good at that. She's doing the research, and she's available 24/7 to give you the information that you need. All right, so don't hesitate to reach out to the chair lady. The chair lady also, she can help with hotel accommodation. Can give you a reasonable price. Yes, so you can have vehicle rental and those things. She can help with all of those things. If you want to, you have not gotten your LAPA or the fabric, reach out to her. That's something you can also do. Now, this year convention, the financial team, they are trying to bring something new. And so the treasurer, Agnes Donaldson, Blood Donaldson, I should put it that way. She says that, the outstanding cliche, doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. She said we have been doing the same thing over and over, so we have to get a different result by doing different things. Okay? And so the first thing she is introducing is to do prepayment for your admission fee, okay, at the convention. And so instead of coming and congregating at the gate, and we have this long line and people are getting frustrated, oh, when the people are feeling they're too slow, to avoid all of that, all you have to do is reach out to your chapter leadership. You can make your payment, or directly you can, she got all the information out there. You can cash up Agnes Donaldson. You can cash up Ernest Farley. Those are the financial people. Or you can just reach out to your chapter leaders and take care of your $100 contribution. That's membership, your admission fee for members. $100 you pay right now. When you get to Fargo convention, any activity to go in the building, you don't have to do all that waiting online. Once you pay, they will send you your badge, your ID card, send it to you. When you reach there, you show your ID, and in you go. All right, so she is making it very smooth. So take care of that. I look at the executive chat room. A lot of the members or the executive members, they are paying, they are making payment, they are doing their prepayment, if you want to put it that way. The board of directors too, they are also entrepreneurs. And so we want to encourage the members as well to get into that, because we want to have a smooth convention this year. Sometimes we waste time on those formalities, those things that should have been done before everything else, and we'll go in the building and start to do other things. So it wastes a lot of time, So when we get there, we want to get straight to business, those important things. So we want to get the frivolities out of the way, those basic things, those trivial stuff. We'll get those things out of the way. So like paying your convention fees and those things, that should be done before convention. All right. And so do that. Just a little bit of the convention will be very, very packed though. Right now, preliminarily, the preliminary report, at least from the Delaware Valley chapter, the meeting yesterday, the president reported about over 45 persons, they have purchased their tickets already. Those are people that the leadership knows of, okay? At least 45 persons from just the Delaware Valley chapter. So as of yesterday, people are still purchasing tickets, So, yes, do that. Get your ticket and come to the convention. Or the other states, Florida, the people, they are also, I talked to the president a while ago, or the leadership over there. I'm in contact with the people, and they are also doing what they can to bring as many people to the convention. The same thing with North Carolina. A lot of people are coming from North Carolina. For North Dakota, the people are already on base, right? So the members, they can't wait. All of them will be there. Iowa, President Franklin Wallow is bringing a whole convoy from Iowa. It's a lot of people. It's a driving distance. And so it will be a whole, I'm told, about 7 to 8 vehicles convoy will be coming from Iowa. Okay? We state are missing Minnesota. President Marie Pine is not joking. And so she also bringing a whole convoy to the convention in North Dakota, because it's a driving distance. It's like 3 hours or 2 hours drive, depending on your velocity. So President Marie Pine is bringing, since Iowa is bringing 8 to 9 vehicles convoy, rest assured you're talking about 20 vehicles from Minnesota. All right. So it's not, this convention will be the best of conventions. that you have attended. All right. For New York, the people are coming. We are told the New Yorkers, they are working. Maybe we'll get a breaking news from this convention, because I think when we went to Florida convention, the members from New York, they were talking about forming another chapter. The same thing, the members from Georgia, they are also talking about forming another convention, or not convention, but a chapter. All right. So we might get a chapter during the convention from New York or from Georgia, because we got people coming from Georgia and all of that. You know, from Jersey, from Tri-State region, so the Delaware Valley chapter. So we got New Jersey, we got Delaware, and people are coming from all over the place. People are coming from out of the country. There will be all over here, people coming from Liberia, Mexico, from Canada, you know, Australia, all over the place. You know, so come to this convention. This year convention will be one of the best. And Voice of Sinoe, Dr. Yopoda will be there as well, so we can interact. Those that have been trying to meet me in person, you know, some people pin me as a boogeyman. And so you will make your own judgment, all right, when you meet me, because you can't judge the tree from a distance, you know. If you do that, sometimes you'll be wrong. Our eyes can deceive us, our mind can deceive us. All right, so come and meet with Dark Side, put the esoteric one-on-one, you know, so we can have a good conversation. I'm not a boogeyman that the detractors, they try to pin me to be. I'm a very good guy, very friendly person. And when you meet me in person, you'll be like, but why the people making a guy to look bad? You know, I'm a wonderful. Just to come there, we'll have a very good time over there. I will cover the convention throughout the process. Those that will not be able to be part of the convention, you will get a lot of information. Keep your phone charged. Yeah, but we want you to be part of the convention, and that's our call to you. You know, the president is giving you a wonderful report. The board of directors, I mean, you'll hear from the board as well, some of the things, because they are the foundation of the executive committee, right? These are the people that have what they call the fiduciary responsibility, right? And so it's a fancy word for trust. They have the trust of the organization. And so be in Fargo, North Dakota, this convention. Let me show you some of the flyers to see what will be obtaining. So you see here, this is the first, we got multiple flyers. So our treasurer, wonderful, she's doing a lot of work. You know, so here you see on Thursday, which will be a welcome night. You can see here, it starts at 7 p.m. The venue of the meet and greet will be disclosed later. It's not reflected on the flyer here, as far as I can see. So on the 5th, we have, this is very important, on the 5th. All right, like on the 4th, it's just a meet and greet. You have not seen people that for a long time, so you'll be meeting those people. But on the 5th, it's very, very important. And why? It's because it's a section. It's called plenary, whatever you want to call that word. So it's where we discuss issues pertaining to the organization. We review where we have come from and where we wish to go, where the president wants to take us. And so it's a session. So we discuss this one. There you ask all the questions, the inquiry questions that you have. You can ask all the questions, all the concerns that you have, all the suggestions that you want to broach. That's when at this section, that's when you do all of that. So this is very important. You have to be part of the session, okay? Be part of this convention. Now, on the 6th is when we have the ball, right? And the ball, that's when you show your Christmas clothes that you've been keeping. That your Gucci outfit, your Louis Vuitton, your Ferragamo shoes, or whatever the brand that you want to wear. Some are coming with our Walmart outfit, and we're not there to impress people. You know, but it's not about impressing, but you see, your looks, very important in a way. So I was reading this book, and I think it's called The Magic of Thinking Big, right? You can look it on Amazon. And the author said, you should appear every day as though you are on stage. Okay, when you are on stage, you got to look good, right? Yeah, because it tells your audience that this person is a serious person, because your looks count, your appearance, because when you can't slap people, how they look at you, so your appearance is very important. So people, all that beautiful outfit, a nice African attire, whatever cultural attire that you want to wear, it's fine by us. And that's when you do that outfit. We don't know how to dress, we want to learn, so we'll count all the fashion designers, they will be there. And so that's on the 6th, the ball. And then on the 7th is the departure, right? You call it the cookout. All right, let me show you additional flyers here. So because the first one, so you see we got 2 artists that will be performing at the convention. So we got Winston Carr. Winston will be there, will perform for us. And we have this wonderful guy as well from Ivory Coast. He's in the U.S. He's a brilliant performer, a musician. Balu will also be performing there. So we'll have 2 wonderful, fantastic professional artists that will be performing for us. All right. So you can see these are the guys that are on the flyer. You see the national chair lady. You are not sure. You have been hearing about her. She'll be there as well. You see the chair, the second lady actually for the North Dakota chapter is there. You see the national queen. She also will be present. The board chair, Dr. Yeah, you are Dr. Fallison will be there, or Dr. Talley will be there. Come there. The president herself. You will meet a woman that has been steering the affairs of the union. She has this visionary leader. She has all these good things for the people, and she has been working on them. She's not only saying them, she is doing them. She's living what she has been saying. All right, and you meet our wonderful vice president as well. Mr. Mane will be there. He's in Fargo right now, helping the leaders on ground to do the preparation. President Kolo, you meet a great guy, wonderful. Some people call him the president of North Korea, because he doesn't take nonsense. He does what is right. He's not there for division. When it's right, President Kolo will support you. When it's not right, for sure, you're not getting the guy's support. All right. You will meet our wonderful planning chair. You see Madam Doris Jolly will be there as well. You see our national coordinator, Madam Idepoa, wonderful lady. She has a beautiful resume. Come and meet a wonderful lady, these ladies, I should say, and these individuals. All right. So there's additional information here on the convention. Our treasurer is working hard, giving you different flyers. So she got single flyer here. So you see this one here. That is work on night. And she got some people here. You see the time and everything here. And the address, everything located is on the flyer here. And you can extract the information for the ball or for the work on night. You got the ball information again. All right. So the 6th, the doors open at 6. You can see over there. You got the program. It begins at 7 p.m. prompt. We are not wasting time. And we have our great guest speaker, Dr. Augustus Panton will be there. Wonderful. You'll be speaking on the meeting global challenges through healthcare and education. That's what Doctor is a PhD holder, economics. Come and meet him, man. He's a wonderful, wonderful speaker, and come and be part of the program. All right, it'll be great, wonderful program. I can't overemphasize the importance of this program, and we want to see you there. All right. Oh, William Morris. I'm on the show right now. I can pick up the call. All right. So again, on the we have the Coke Hour, which will be on the 7th. That will be farewell. It will be another wonderful time again to meet everybody and create new contacts. When you want to leave, those have been hustling. That's the final day now. We'll be eating, and this over here you have a financial report. I don't know how the team is planning it this year, whether the report will be during the hall or at the Coke Hour. I don't know, but the team, they are doing a wonderful job. All right, you're doing a wonderful job. See this, let me see also. Yeah, so that's something, that's the information. You see the wonderful people here on the flyer. Now, that's a little bit about the convention. I just want to give you welcome to all of you that just join us on the platform. Now, let's transition to something else. I just wanted to give you, to emphasize a little bit how important this year's convention is. New faces will be coming there, people that you are not seeing for a long time, people that you are not even met before. They will be present at the convention, all right? And so that's the pre-analysis of the convention. We are told the planning team, they have, I mean, they are maybe about 60 grand they are targeting. You know, when you are doing something, you have to have a goal, right? So the goal is to raise 60 or 70 grand at this convention. Is it doable? Absolutely. Because President Kolo, his first time hosting the convention, he brought about over 50 grand, you know, so the man has experience now, you know, and he has wonderful people that are working with him. And so to get 70 or 80 grand, that's something that we can do, all right? As a matter of fact, that 60 grand is, I mean, when President Myers can raise over 40,000 at inauguration, that's a whole body coming out. So we'll double that amount. So 40, that 80 grand, right? And so that's how we are looking at it right now. So it's, I think, about 80 to 90 grand. It's growing small, right? From 70 to 60 and going up, all right? But yes, because they are looking at just the inauguration of the president and will raise about above 40 grand. And so they say they want to double that amount, all right? That's something we want to report to you. Let's get to something else that I want to talk about on VOSD. That would take less time. This is very important, right? It's a breaking news. Sinoe County Association is the biggest organization for Sinoe County, right? All right, it's our county biggest organization. All right, so we have a new president. All right, the president, his name is Mr. Henry Seyon Johnson. All right, so he takes over Scaa's leadership. Scaa is Sinoe County Association in the Americas. All right, so they just ended their Sinoe County, the 23rd annual convention just ended. And so Mr. Thomas Soin was the president. He led the organization for 2 terms. And Mr. Johnson was the vice president to him. And so what we'll do is we want to give you a little background of the current president, right? Where he has been. Because I also, who is that guy, the new guy that bring it? And so we want to educate our people, the kind of caliber of people that you have in the organization. And I have met Mr. Johnson, I mean, at least twice or more than twice. Wonderful, always, you know, he has a professional look. He likes to talk to people. I mean, good guy. I just spoke with him before I even got on the show. And I mean, I didn't see the speech, right? The audio version of it. But the man said, you know, I was saying the speech so he can share with the people of Sinoe County. Those that did not get the speech so they can get it. All right, so I have the copy, the soft copy of the speech, not the audio. And so we'll share the speech with you so you can know what your son is bringing to you. All right, and so that is why it's very important for you to share the show. All right, share the link so that your fellow citizens, they will get what the people, because that's how you hold people as responsible, right? That's how you hold them to account. You say maybe 1 or 2 years from now, a couple of months, you told us that you're going to do this. And so your words should be your bond to us. All right, you have to keep your words. All right, so now let's look at the president, the current president of Sinoe County Association in Americas. Now, let me depopulate and I will put his picture here. You gotta have a lot of stuff here, and so I didn't put the picture. Let me do that quickly. Let me say, let me put there while I do that and say, no, not thanks for watching. I'll be right back with you there. And so stay tuned over there. Let me get the pictures in there for you so that you'll see your leaders for Sinoe County, the current leaders. It's very important that you know these people. And so I will be right back. Stay with me. Let me get those pictures in. I know you like to look at my beautiful face, so but let me take some stuff on the screen here for us. And I will put in the pictures that I want to put there. All right, let me see. Let me allow this and enter studio. And let me put in the pictures quick. I will be right back. Tell your people the man go away. I'm still here. You see that sign there? Be right back. I'll be right back there to share with you. I just want to put these pictures up there for you. Some pictures from the program. All right, they are loading there. They will be there shortly. They are loading very quick. Let me take this reminder stuff. Oh, no, let me take the pre-analysis out here. I'm loading the pictures now, and they will be there with you in a second. Okay. All right, let me see. I'm back. The pictures are loading. There's a lot of stuff still in here, so I will bring some later. I will bring that back later. Now, let me show you the president of Sinoe County Association in Americas. All right, that's it. That's the president of Sinoe County, Mr. Johnson, right there. The new president of Sinoe County Association in Americas. Oh, you want a bigger image? Okay, let me do that one. It's bigger so you can see him better. All right, so we're going to look at the president's inaugural address, the message that he shared with the people of Sinoe County, or he shared with us. And so let me get to the inaugural address of the president of Sinoe County Association in Americas. All right, let me get back to my device here so I can monitor. All right, just to make sure everything is good. Let me get to that speech, so I will share with you, as usual here. But before I share the speech, let's share a background, a document of the man that is the president for us now. Let me share some. Let me see this one. Okay, let's do this first. All right, that's the president of Sinoe County Association here. Let's see. Let me watch it from the other device there and make it bigger for you. Let's do. All right. That's the president of Sinoe County Association. Let's look at his background, okay? Who is he? Who is Mr. Johnson? Let's look at Mr. Johnson's profile. All right, let's look at this. This is the president of Sinoe County. Let's look at his profile shortly. Let me adjust that small. Okay. So this is his name is Henry X. Johnson. Mr. Johnson, Henry S. Johnson works for the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, Department of Developmental Services, DDS, Worcester Area Office, as Human Services Coordinator. That's what he does currently. He holds a Bachelor of Science degree in psychology from the Worcester State University and a Master of Social Work from the Wheeler College in Boston. Okay, Mr. Johnson has worked in the field of human services for 18 years. He is a strong advocate for human rights and social justice. He has collaborated with a diversity of professionals in advocating and organizing to build bridges between individuals and families, communities, and institutions in providing social services to the needy. Mr. Johnson served as president of the Massachusetts chapter of the Sinoe County Association for 4 years, and as national vice president of the Sinoe County Association in the USA for 4 years. Okay, Mr. Johnson also served the Liberian Association of Worcester County as chairman of the Elections Commission for 2 presidential elections, and as a member on Laos Constitution Review Committee. Mr. Johnson is a Christian, married, and a member of Life in Word Ministries in Worcester, right? He serves as head of the finance department and member of the trustees board. Okay, So that's the little background of the president of Sinoe County Association in the Americas, the current president, this gentleman right here who was inaugurated. So now let's get to the president's speech here, Sinoe County new president. Let's get to his speech, and so that you can know what he is. Quite knowledgeable guy. He has pretty good experience. He served as chapter president twice, Sinoe County Association, and for 4 years, as well as vice president to the outgoing president, the former president, Mr. Thomas Teahjay. So now let's get to his speech and the message that Mr. Johnson shared with us. Let me get to the speech yet, and bam. Let's see. Let me watch it on my other device here. Make sure it's big enough. Yeah, I think it is big for you. You can see it very clear. All right, it's visible on your side there. So let me share this with you. All right, so let's look at the president of Sinoe County Association in the Americas, the current president incumbent. All right, this is the inaugural speech, right? Let's read it. Let's read it, the president's inaugural address. The president said here, the chairman and members of the National Board of Directors, Mr. Thomas Teahjay, that's the outgoing president, immediate past president, Her Royal Highness, Mercy Tor, SCAA National Queen, His Majesty Trokon Kofa, SCAA National Empowerment Chief, past leaders of Scaa, our guest speaker, Mr. Stanton A. Witherspoon, Dr. Charles Kirkpatrick of Innovative Education International, Taylor University, President of the Liberian Association of Worcester County, and leaders of other organizations, members of the clergy, fellow Sinoeans, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we are reading the speech of Sinoe County Association in America. That's the inaugural address. Okay, let me go back to that and let's share this beautiful speech here, at least from my side. Let's go ahead. It says here, I'm grateful to God Almighty for the gift of life and for affording all of us the opportunity to be here today. This is a momentous occasion for me, and I'm humbled and grateful for the trust and confidence you bestowed upon me to lead this great organization. I would like to acknowledge the presence of my darling wife. You see, the man can recognize the wife, okay? Our leaders in Liberia, Holly, here and then talking about their wives, you know. Okay, so the man said, let me go by. This is a momentous occasion for me. I'm humbled and grateful for the trust and confidence you bestowed upon me to lead this great organization. I would like to acknowledge the presence of my darling wife, the First Lady of Sinoe County Association. I would also like to acknowledge the presence of my mother and my entire family, including you, my Scaa family, for all your support. The president went on to say, let's see, what am I doing? He wanted to say, sorry guys, I think I did something over there. So let me share the document again. And I think I made an error over there and type and click on the wrong thing. But let me bring this very quick. It is very quick. I want to bring it back. All right, let's see. Inaugural address. All right, sorry about that. Hopefully you can see it. All right, yeah, it's clear to you. All right, let me do that again. Sorry about that. All right, so let's just go ahead and start from the paragraph. It says, I'm grateful to God Almighty for the gift of life and for affording all of us the opportunity to be here today. And this is a momentous occasion for me, and I am humbled and grateful for the trust and confidence you bestowed upon me to lead this great organization. I would like to acknowledge the presence of my darling wife, the First Lady of Sinoe County Association. I would also like to acknowledge the presence of my mother and my entire family, including you, my Scaa family, for all your support. Let us observe a moment of silence for our members who passed away as a result of COVID-19 or other causes. May their souls and souls of all faithful departed rest in peace. The theme for this convention and reunion is perseverance, celebrating our strength. Okay, that's what the president spoke on. Perseverance, celebrating our strength. Okay, let's see what it means. The president said perseverance is steadfastness in doing something despite difficulty or delayed in achieving success. So when you are steadfast, you stay the course. You don't give up because things are difficult. No, you remain steady. And basically steady, the word, so you remain firm. You don't give up because things are difficult. So steadfastness, persevering is steadfastness in doing something despite difficulty or delayed in achieving success. You do not persevere in the midst of success, okay? You persevere in the midst of challenges, okay? When there are challenges, that's when you stay the course. You remain firm. You remain strong. You remain tenacious. You know, you don't say, oh, things are tough, so I'm taking, you run away. You can't do that. All right? So that's what that's what the team is for. And so Sinoe County, we have challenges. We have obstacles. But the leader is saying we should persevere. You don't persevere when things are all rosy. When things are difficult, that's when you stay the course to obtain success. You do not persevere in the midst of success. You persevere in the midst of challenges. We are not promising to solve all of Sinoe's problems, but be assured that we will help make a positive impact on the lives of our people. All right? That's what he's saying. So he says he's not promising you that he will solve all the problems in Sinoe County. No, it's not a promise. But he can assure you, he is giving you an assurance that his administration will make a positive impact, not negative, a positive impact on the lives of our people. All right? So what exactly is the president talking about? Now let's go into that. All right, so he said Zig Ziglar is one of my favorite motivational speakers. He said, and I quote, when obstacles arise, you challenge, sorry for that. He said, Zig Ziglar said, when obstacles arise, you change your direction to reach your goal. You do not change your decision to get there. We know that there will be challenges, but they will not deter us from achieving our goal. Okay, they have goal that he wants to achieve, right? So what the quote that he gave us, he said, we will change our direction, but we will not change our decision. All right, because the decision is to make an impact in Sinoe County, on the lives of the people of Sinoe County. So we will change our direction to get to our goal, but we will not change our decision. So that's what the president is saying, basically. We know that there will be challenges, but they will not deter us from achieving our goal. We will remain focused because our faith is in God, not mortal man. Okay, so the man is a believer in God. I don't know what I did. Are the God of Sinoe County the ancestors or the God of the Westerners? Okay, I mean, so you talk about Christian ministry earlier, so you know maybe that's the God you're speaking that you're referring to here. All right, so the president wanted to say, with your support, we will work to achieve the following goals over the next 2 years. Okay, yeah, the goals that the president wants to achieve, right? With your support. He didn't say without your support. He said with your support, be it financial, moral, or otherwise. So when you say your support, who is he referring to? We, the members, we, the sympathizers, we, the humanitarians, all of us whether members or not, that believe in changing the lives of poverty-stricken people, right? You say with your support, we will work to achieve the following goals over the next 2 years. Because the Constitution, he is elected for 2 years. Sinoe County Constitution is 2 years for the president. All right, so he said, number one, of the 11 bullet point number one, membership committee. Okay, that's the first thing he wants to do. He said, we will appoint a strong membership committee whose mandate will be to reach out to all Sinoeans. All, he didn't say some. He said all Sinoeans in the diaspora, and establish a database of all SCAA members in the diaspora. Our ultimate goal is to reach out to all tribal groups, all organizations, leaders, with a message of peace and unity for our beloved county, Sinoe. All right. So that first bullet point has a lot of substance in it. So let me kind of pass it out a little bit, right? So the first thing he said, he was going to set up a strong committee, right? Not weak committee, not semi-weak committee, not semi-strong committee, but a strong committee, membership committee. And that committee, the mandate is to reach out. So the order that he is giving that committee, the task, I should say, is for the people to reach out to all Sinoeans in the diaspora, at least in the Americas, right? South and North America, all right? So you got to reach out to all the members of Sinoe County, and they will establish a database where they're going to put all the members so that you can go online to the west side of Sinoe County organization. You can review the membership, the members of the organization. And so they will do that. The second part, the next sentence, if you like, is saying the ultimate goal is to reach out to all tribal groups. All right, because Sinoe County has multiple tribes, right? And so you're not saying, oh, I will reach out to Unesapo, I will reach out only to the Kru, or to the Dripo, or to the Madinko, or whatever the population of the tribes inside. You say you're going to read the word, the universal word there is all. All right, so he's going to reach out to the tribal groups, the leaders of the various organization, the tribal groups, right? You will reach out to the leaders and with a message of peace and unity for our beloved county. All right, so Mr. Johnson is up to something yet. Because let me just say that in the first place, we have heard a lot of beautiful and flowery speeches, right? But my thing is the speech is beautiful, but the implementation is what I'm looking up to. Because it's one thing to put it on paper, it's another thing to do it. But so far, so good. I think Mr. Johnson will make good on his promise, right? Because he has been reaching out to various organizations, even the USAA, what I was saying, invitation or not, our program, he can come. All right. And so that shows that he is actually trying to reach out to everybody else. The prior president, Sinoe County, is the parent organization for all Sinoeans in the diaspora. Whether you elect the president or not, you are the president. For the past 2 years, say, for example, the USA has been divided. The former president, no effort in that regard to even reach out to the president and the president of the USA or the leaders of the USA and say, what's going on? I'm the father of all the children of Sinoe County in the diaspora. What's going on? Is there something we can do? But Mr. Soin did not intervene. But the new leader, his vice president that took over now, he's saying, no one, I am coming with a message of reaching out with peace, reaching out to all community leaders, all tribal groupings in Sinoe County or from Sinoe County in the United States or in the diaspora. I will reach out to everybody so that we can unite in the interest of Sinoe County, because that's the only way we can develop our county. In union, strong, success is sure. We cannot fail. And that is national anthem, right? And we live in a country that says United States of America. And so they understand the power of unity. And that's what the new president is bringing to us. So the next bullet point he said, we will reactivate. All right. So when you reactivate something, it was in force before, but now it went down. And so you got to bring it was off before, and now you try to turn it up. turn it on, actually. So the president is saying we will reactivate the Scaa website. Okay, so the website, maybe you were down for a while for whatever reason. I can't speak to that. But the man said we will reactivate the Scaa website to include the online giving app. Okay, so that people can make donations to the county, the organization agenda, which will afford members and supporters the opportunity to give to the workers to Scaa, right? So they can give us, they can make donation financially. Next one, he talked about financial committee. As we know, the finance is an important aspect of any organization. We will work to improve the work of our financial committee by appointing some past financial committee members to serve as consultants to the financial committee and improving on our financial policy, which includes a regularly auditing of our financial records. This is very important, right? So the new president is saying, you know what? Experience is very, very important. He's not saying, you know what, I know everything. So I get time for the old people. The people that serve before on the financial team, they have experience. So the man said we'll tap into the people's experience and we'll consult them, or they will be serving as consultant to us, all right, to streamline our financial goal, all right, or the way we use our money. They'll be a support to us. So with the past financial committee members to serve as consultants to the financial committee and improving on our financial policy, which includes a regularly auditing of our financial records. All right, so these people will go over their financial records to make sure that nothing is going wrong. Just in case there is external auditing that will go on, and the people will be on top of their game. All right, so he is not afraid to say, oh, because he's coming with clear mind. He's not coming to say, oh, I'll do something future. Nobody should look at my financial records, because that's when the people, when somebody doing a little chopping, I want people to catch it. And so the mayor said, no, I am coming. Everything is transparent. I will bring the past experts to be looking at our financial reports and anything so they can rectify it, they can help us, because it's together now. We have to work together as a team. So he went on to say, another thing he spoke on is awareness and presence in Sinoe. So he's saying, in other words, the impact of SCA, Sinoe County Association in Americas, in Sinoe needs to be felt by all people of Sinoe. All right, he's still speaking universally, all right. So he said the presence of Sinoe County Association maybe has been felt in Sinoe, but it is not to the extent that he wanted it to be. All right, so the new president is saying the impact of SCAA in Sinoe needs to be felt by all people of Sinoe. He said, we will extend our work beyond Greenville to the rest of Sinoe, okay? So in other words, he was the vice president for 4 years, so he knows what he's talking about. He said, so in other words, the development or the initiative of Sinoe County Association has been concentrated in the capital city, Greenville. And so he said, we have to extend beyond Greenville, the capital city. So he said, especially in towns and villages where the needs are most. All right. So he's going beyond Greenville, the capital city, because those villages and towns, the needs are greater. All right. So that's what the president said. And the next point here, he's talking about scholarship program. We will reactivate. All right. So again, it was down apparently. We will reactivate the scholarship program. We'll focus on the schools in Sinoe. All right. So they are coming to activate or reactivate the scholarship program, and they will be focusing exclusively in Sinoe. I mean, not exclusively, but he said we'll concentrate, we'll focus in Sinoe. All right. So maybe other areas like Monrovia, where we have Sinoe citizens, or other areas, they will be helping, but their focus will be primarily in Sinoe County. All right. As president also go to another point he emphasized, we will continue our partnership with IER. I don't know what that means. The IER or IEL. I don't know what that means. With a broader focus on all of Sinoe. All right. I don't know what that means. So we will continue our partnership with, maybe it's an organization or some entity that they will continue their partnership with, to focus on all of Sinoe County. And he went on to say, fellow Scaa members, ladies and gentlemen, we can achieve these goals if only we are united. Okay, so he goes back to the word unity. It's very important. We are in the United States and we have to be united. Division, we can't get anything done. As the saying goes, united we stand, divided we fall. As a model organization, okay, model. As a model organization, we would like to use this medium to call on Sinoeans from all walks of life to put away other differences, or to put away their differences and come together for the common good of our people. All right, so it's a beautiful message. I want to read that line again. As the saying goes, united we stand, divided we fall. As a mother, you know what a mother does? When you are the mother in the home, you cater to all the children. All right, your attention, you are the mother or father, you pay attention to all the children. So as a model organization, Sinoe County Association is a model organization. Some of your children cannot be fighting and you say, I'm not intervening, and all sides are getting involved, you know. So the man, as an organization, as a model organization, we would like to use this medium to call on Sinoeans from all walks of life to put away the differences and come together for the common good of our people. All right, good, beautiful, right? But Mr. President, you got to get involved though, which I think you would do. When you can say, "Oh, put away your differences," you know. Some people, they don't like to put away until somebody intervenes. You know, so like in Liberia, for example, ECMO got to come. You know, the United States got to order President George Bush got to say, charter to leave. You know, in order for the country to reconcile. So you need somebody to get involved, right? You just say, you put away your differences and let us come together. Some practical action must be taken. Some practical intervention must be made in order for people to put away their differences. All right. Some people are not willing to do it voluntarily. As the saints say together, we can help put smiles on the faces of our dear brothers and sisters in Sinoe. As the songwriter says, if I can help somebody, my living will not be in vain. Leave this place to get tonight with a commitment that you'll go back to your chapter to make a difference. Collectively, we can make a difference in our county. All right, the president for the short speech, we cannot and must not be certified and complacent when our people in Sinoe are languishing in poverty. We must wake up from our slumber, leave our comfort zones, and support this worthy cause. May God bless the SCAA, may God bless Liberia, and may God bless these United States of America. Thank you. And it was by Henry X. Johnson, President-elect. He's a president now. He has been inaugurated, Sinoe County Association in the Americas. Okay, so that's the message from the president of Sinoe County Association, the current president, Mr. Johnson. All right, so it has good stuff in it. Again, I'm not too much about speeches. I'm about implementation. All right, I focus more so on implementation, and so that is the message from our new president of Sinoe County for the next 2 years. Voice of Sinoe, that's what I do. I pay attention, and so we'll be analyzing whether the president will be faithful to us. He will be true to his words. All right, and I'm positive that he will. You know, I give him the benefit of the doubt. I have no reason to doubt the president. He can do it. So, and he's standing there with the outgoing president, Mr. Thomas Soin, in Worcester, Massachusetts, where they had the convention a couple of days ago. All right, now that transition to something else that we want to talk about on Voice of Sinoe here in the diaspora. All right, let me go to the next bullet point here. We just needed to spend some time on the president's speech. That's the model organization, and so we need to give that courtesy. Let's see. Let me depopulate. I think I got some images to put on here. We'll talk about the inaugural address. We'll talk about that already. Let's look at a brief comment from the president of the United Cyprus Association in America's President Myers. She was at the The convention she attended, also she believes in inclusivity. Get everybody included. Everybody should be part of the process and not division and separation. And those, the president does not believe in that. And so President Myers re-echoed her message of inclusivity at Scaa's convention. All right. And so, yeah, it's a short message, nothing long, a brief statement when they recognized the president, and she went up and gave a brief statement and made a little donation to the organization. All right, let's go to that speech quick. Let's see. Yep, that's the president's speech yet. Let's go to it. Quick, it's a quick message, very brief, to the point.
Let somebody record it. Yes, can you record my stuff? Picture, you're going live.
Thank you. No disrespect than that.
Thank you, Sinoe County. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, our President. Thank you to the board. Thank you to all the members. Thank you, Mr. Guest Speaker. Thank you for having us. We are now people to be invited because we are from Sinoe.
All right, so you see the president that used the word apt. When something is apt, it's appropriate, So the first thing she said over there, you don't need to send us an invite. After all, we are Sinoe County, and Sinoe County is us. All right, so we are inseparable. We are inextricably tied together. You can't decouple us from Sinoe County. We are with Sinoe County. We'll be Sinoeans until we die. And so we don't need an invite. All right? But we thank you for still reaching out to us.
Sabo people are from Sinoe County. We have no other county but Sinoe County. So I will just say one thing tonight because the president did mention that the Sabo people are inclusive, therefore they will get involved. Okay,
so you see, the president, the incumbent, is up to something. In a huge crowd, he made a commitment that they will get involved in the crisis. We have tried to bring our brothers and sisters home, and they are not listening. So maybe the moral organization will do it. So the president now is saying, I will get involved. Listen.
That touched me because for 2 years, the Sabo people have been having problems, and there is no one phone call from Sinoe County Association in the Americas.
You see, this is why I left President Myers. You don't go on the back of people or behind the back of people and say stuff. You see, it is quite disturbing. It is mind-numbing for us to have an organization which is the model organization, models that take care of the children, right? We have a model organization, and the children are fighting in the house, and the mother said, I don't care. No phone call. I'm not going to intervene. Let it point a mother say they chop each other up, and whatever they want to do, I don't care. All right? And so the president say, let me put it in the face of my mother or my father. Because if I don't tell my father or my mother, who else I will tell? If my mother offends me, my father offends me, I'd rather tell them, and we'll get over here and move on to the next thing. So you see, that's why we have a wonderful president. She doesn't keep grudges. She doesn't keep grudges saying, I'm talking to the other person. She tell you, game over, we'll move on to the next thing. That's what we need.
Because when Sabo people have problems, we are from Sinoe. So everything that affects the Sabo people affects Sinoe County, no matter what. All you can do is...
Yeah, Dr. King told us we are in an inescapable network of mutuality, tied in a single garment of destiny. What affects one directly affects all indirectly. If we are from the geographical ambient of Sinoe, and one person is affected, it affects Sinoe County. When Sinoe County is affected, it affects all the children. And so the commotion, the altercation within the circumference of the United Support Association has affected Sinoe County because the agenda of development has been decelerated because of the conflict. And that's what the president is talking about.
Try that other people, they just make a phone call and see reason that you can say anything to us so we can be able to say something to you, Mr. President. That's what we require because we are from Sinoe. Therefore,
it's interesting how is your children, you the father in the house, the mother, you are in the house, and your children are fighting. And all sides are getting involved. They are intervening, and but you the parent over there say, oh, your children, you're fight. So it gives Sinoe County a bad picture. Grand Jury Association president came in to intervene. In other communities, even Grand Jury superintendent also intervened and all of that. But the father of Sinoe County, the president, by them, President Thomas Swan, he said, you know what, I don't care. Let it go fight. One Sinoe Association is okay, I'm good. But you have to understand, we are also part of this whole called Sinoe County. By the logic of synecdoche again, the part represents the whole and the whole represents the part. So what affects the part of the whole, the Sinoe County Association is affecting. So right now with the move, with the approach of President Johnson, when all the citizens of Sinoe County Association, they get on board again, which I'm optimistic will happen, guess what? We are bringing a lot of resources to the organization's cover, right? And what will happen? We'll have plenty of children on scholarship. We'll implement a lot, or we'll get books for our children to read. We can even build the first modern community learning center where we can get all the books, not antiquated the books, and where people tired with contemporary books, so our children can be up to standard as well. It brings a lot of resources. The more people you get, the more money you get.
The other time we have our inauguration, and Mr. Johnson was there. He drove from here and went to the
I saw him too. I saw him, a man who spoke with the man. The man was there.
Inauguration. That's why we are here tonight, also to support. Even though we are from Sinoe, but we have an invitation to come here. So on behalf of the board of directors, Mr. Francesss Clarke, who is the chairman of the board, and all the executives from the USAA, we have come tonight to say, Sinoe County, we are from Sinoe. We want to be part of Sinoe. We don't want to be
No, Madam President, we don't want to be part of Sinoe. We are part of Sinoe. You see, when you want to be part of something, then you are not part already. No, we are. Our neighbor stream, everything on us is buried in Sinoe. So we are Sinoe. We are just home. That's it. We've been away because our mother doesn't want to invite us to anything. We are fighting the mother, say, I don't care. But the new mother or the new father will have around and say, all my children, you come home. So we can brainstorm how we can govern this house. So we don't want to, we are home already. We are home. We've been visiting, we've been, we are adults now, we've been only our own homes, but we went home now to the mother's house or to the father's house to brainstorm together. All right?
For all Sinoe. For a long time, we have been on all Sinoe. We want to be included in everything that is going on.
And that's true. We have been outsiders. Oh yes, that's how it looks. Again, you the mother, you the father, and my house over there, and I have my fiance fighting, or my wife fighting, or the children in the house they fighting, and my mother hear about it, the father heard about it, and say, I'm coming over. So in other words, we were abandoned. We were abandoned by the father or mother. And President Myers said, no, we belong in Sinoe County too. We are your children too. Include us. All right? Don't just take the other brothers and sisters and you level out. That's not good. Whatever happened in the past, let the past be the past. When we do it on the past, we will not grow because the past will always be there. But what is not there is the future. We don't know it, so let us build our future. And where is the future? It's not in front of you, it's in you. The future is in you, and we have to unleash the future. All right? And we have to do that. Let's listen to President Myers here.
Because I went to that period 2020, and I saw Sinoe County for myself. I went all the way to Johnson. Together, we will build Sinoe again. Thank you for having us tonight, and thank you with all my entourage that is here tonight, and we are here to grace the occasion. Thank you for having us. May God bless you. This is our little turkey. So I appreciate you tonight, Mr. President. Thank you.
All right, that's Excellency President Francesss Clarke Myers there. Brilliant speech, straight to the point. Tell your father, your mother the truth, and then game over. I'll go to the next thing. So that's it. So I want to say thank you to President Myers for the wonderful representation of the union. Yes, that's wonderful. That's what we need. We have to be involved in our mother's activity, in our father's activity. You know, we all are stakeholders in this organization called Sinoe County. Because when we go Sinoe, we can go Morovia and do whatever we want to do, but Sinoe County is where we are from. When we want to vote, and maybe when you register in a different county, that's about Sinoe County is where we belong. That's where, you know, when you can go to your village and claim your father's land, and nobody will question you, or your mother's land. I mean, that's your indigenous home. All right. So we are on board. Dax Ayopo there is on board. And I'm on board to hold all of us feet to the fire. Like the president indicated, I'm talking about the national president of Sinoe County Association, so that we can bring all the different groups in Sinoe County together. Like the great PLO will say, the piano can produce that melodious music by the combination of different keys. One key cannot give you a melodious sound. You need to get all the different keys together to get that euphonious sound that will be pleasant to your ear. When I want key, it will be monotonous, right? It'll be it's boring. But we need to put all the different keys, the combination together. So all the different tribes in Sinoe County, we have to come together. Diversity, there is a strength in diversity. And that's why America is great again. She has the ability to deal with a diverse group of people in the United States. All right? And so let's harness our skills, our different backgrounds, and let's make Sinoe County great. All right? The 10th regional county in the country, and we are backwards. We have all the bright children, daughters and sons in Sinoe County, in America, in the advanced world, and our people are still suffering. How is that possible? All right, let's transition to something else here, guys. Let's go to the guest speaker, Mr. Stanton Witherspoon. Wonderful speech as well. He did great. And the brother is, I mean, all along, I never knew that the brother is from Sinoe County. Yeah, Witherspoon is from Sinoe County. Yes. That's great. And so the son of Sinoe County, Mr. Stanton Witherspoon, did a wonderful job as well. The presentation was good. Follow it. So I'm not playing the whole speech, but I just want to play a little bit of it, and then I will give my perspective what I got from the speech, okay? And that's what I do here on VOSD to help our people out. Let's listen to the CEO a little bit. The CEO of Spoon Talk. Let me get to that. All right, let me activate it right here, and I get the speech going here just a little bit.
Listen, tell them to stop making that thing big. Come on, we all just got to be humble. I want to say thank you for inviting me and the entire team as I take the podium to speak to you this evening. I'm so happy to recognize my own cousin. You know, I saw her, I said, you know, come on. And I'm so happy to also see Andrew, the one that said Bati or Bati. Yeah. I must say something about this beautiful lady. She stood by me when my father passed away, not knowing the length, the right. She preached at my father's funeral. So I'm glad she's here to share this time with us. So many of you As I said about Andrew, thank you very much. She know my openly that we can help others today. Because somebody helped us yesterday.
All right, so the brother is not an ingrate, you know. So people helped us back then, and we never had it, right? But now at least we'll have the hand out, so let us reciprocate, let's give to others. You know, maybe those that helped us back then, they are not around again, but let's extend helping hand to another person too.
I want to say before I go through the speech, listen, it will just be maybe 2 minutes. I don't do too much writing, but I want to say to you, I'm blessed to be in your presence. I went over the goals of Sinoe County Association in America. It touched my heart. I was born in Gainesville, visited Sinoe once. Visited with my father, Councilor D. State and Wetherspoon came from Lexington. And I was pleased. Mr. President, Mr. Vice President, Secretary General, now you guys were sworn into office. And Dr. Francesss Richardson. The entire team, management, Liberia, outside of Liberia, the entire foundation, we want to say we are pleased and we are grateful to be in your presence. Thank you for following support. Thank you for sharing the video. The regular or indirect to COVID, probably some people would say soft mystery, death of all kinds that we talk about in politics. I'm not here to preach politics, but I will ask you, shall we just remain in our seat or stand if you can? Now more than ever before. But Sinoe County needs us the most.
Yeah, so that's an interesting line there. He said Liberia needs us more than ever before, but Sinoe County needs us the most. Okay, and that is so true. You cannot disagree with that. Liberia needs us more than ever before, but Sinoe County needs us the most.
Looking at the situation within our country, issues you can say it all over is on social media. Abject poverty, poor education.
Yes, now the man is naming the maladies and the diseases that plague in Sinoe County and Liberia. Corruption, diseases, you come and name them, poverty,
corruption, depression, poor healthcare system. We should say it.
Imagine corruption, depression, poor healthcare system. Yeah, that's very important. Healthcare. Our people don't even have the first pill in the hospital. And then we are here fighting. A while ago, the doctors, they were leaving the medical facility in Sinoe County. They say, as a matter of fact, in the southeast, they were protesting because they were not being treated right. And we are here. We have the resources. We can do it when we are together.
Look at all of the situation in our country. This is now. Tomorrow may be too late.
Yeah, this is now to get involved. Tomorrow might be too late. Our child will be dead by then. All right? A person who is struggling right now, when you intervene right now, the person might be might stay alive. But when you wait for tomorrow, it might be too late.
This is now that we should help. This is now that we should stretch our hands. And this is now that we should be our brother keepers.
Yeah, let me get your bag. Get my bag and I will get your bag. Let's get each other back.
We should continue to do what we can, when we can, and how we can to help. Having read the goal for this organization, and as a son of Sinoe County, I am glad to partner with my team with my organization to partner with you all in helping our fellow Sinoeans.
All right, so he's coming to partner with Sinoe County Association to help our fellow Sinoeans. A great message over there. Listen.
Please do not be worried. Collectively or individually, our good Lord will reward us some way, somehow. As you give, so you live. There's a joy in giving. That special joy, it nourishes your soul. The reason why I love to give, the reason why I love to partner, the reason why I love to improve, because I am an example. Like I always said, because I like what Scaa would have said, I know what it means to eat pancana.
And me too. I ate pancana. I broke it. I did. I dug bush yam and everything else. I did it. I climb up. And supposed to say on jagbai. You know what I'm saying? When you know jagbai, you know what it means. I cut the tree up. When you're doing the cultivation, you climb. You have to make. Because when the tree is bigger at the bottom, then you have to look at a smaller spot where you can bring it down. You said they would do all those things.
I know what it means to eat pop cabbage. I know what it means to eat. I'm glad when I heard that my brother took a little plane. Then you may ask, where are No, I'm not here to do spoon talk. Have my contact. Where the organization cannot reach, we ask you to call onto us.
And that's a major line there, you know, where the organization cannot reach. You tell the president, you have my contact. I mean, you'll reach out to her anytime you're short. Where you can, your organization cannot reach out to us and we'll help.
So you and your team, listen, I'm sorry to the former president. And go forward in serving our people. And in the words of our national anthem, in union strong, we will not fail.
Yeah, in union strong, Salsa is sure we will not fail.
We cannot fail. So we want to be blessed, but we should bless others. We never take us from your just pause. Yeah. I'm sorry if you don't know what I mean, but it's a let's go. So on behalf of my foundation, the Sinoe Foundation, I don't like to disclose it, but between us and say it. We will give you a little token we brought as a personal contribution to Mr. President. Take us from your just pause.
All right, so I wanted to play the part where he made the pledge of $10,000 or gave the package of $10,000, and that's the portion I wanted to play. But yes, it's right there on the video. If you get time, just follow it. But we want to say thanks to Stanton CEO or Spoon Talk for the beautiful message and the donation that was given. I mean, some of the things that I took down here. When we help one, we help more. All right. I mean, to understand this statement is true. When you help one, when that one is a good person, that one person will help more people. But, you know, when you help one and the person is a bad person, the person can harm others. You know, so for example, somebody helped Charles Taylor along the way and became president, he became educated, and at the end of the day, he ended up harming his own people. So sometimes when you help one, that one can be a threat to others. Hitler was held by somebody in the past, and he murdered 6 million people. He killed childhood or dead 250,000 persons. So sometimes it depends who you help. Somebody helped Bin Laden, and Bin Laden killed people. So sometimes some of these things, they are slippery. When you help more, when you help one, you can help more. It's true sometimes it is not true. Where are we? We say, ask a rhetorical question, where our lawmakers given what is going on in the county. That's a very important question to ask. Where are the lawmakers? What are you doing? Are you advocating for your people? Or are you advocating for yourselves? We got good ones, but we got more terrible ones, and that's why the growth of the country is stagnated. He also said, I know what it means to eat pancana, so he knows exactly what our people are going through back home. And also I sympathize with that sentiment. I know what it means. We should help somebody. Let's see. Okay, he emphasized that already, where the organization hand is short, they should reach out to him in Union Shore such a show. Then he said, Batio Bati, that's the battle cry for our people. No, he said no, Jibamu, actually. That was Bati. So Jibamu, come, let's go. Where are we going? To the land of development, to the land of unity, to the land of having a county that everybody will reference to say Sinoe County is one of the best counties in Liberia because of XYZ that the people are doing together. All right, so Jibamu, let's go. Come, let's go. Jibamu. Let's go together, my people. Like the American, the guy that's saying in the military, right? No man left behind. All right. So in our language, to say Jibamu, let's go. We can't leave somebody behind. For too long, our people are being left behind and they are suffering. It is time for us to bring everybody along. Let's put our resources together. So we want to say thanks to Mr. Stanton Witherspoon for that huge donation. $10,000, a lot of money. So we want to say thank you to the brother. All right, let's transition to something else on VOSD. Let's go to Sinoe County for a little bit here now. That we have talked about what went on in the U.S. Let's go to Sinoe County. If you like, let's go to Liberia. And let's talk about our lawmakers. Stanton Witherspoon asked, where are our lawmakers? Where are they? And they are around. Some are, in coma. Some are on making flour. Some are there to antagonize the issue. Some each other. Some are there to say, I fire myself from the caucus. I don't want to be part of the caucus anymore. I'm the mayor. I'm the owner of Sinoe County, and whatever I say should go. But we want to talk about the leader of Sinoe County, who has been in the vanguard of bringing the people together, been advocating for peace, the same thing that Witherspoon and the likes of Mr. Johnson, the people they are talking about, right? The leader of Sinoe County, the lawmaker of Sinoe County, who has been in the vanguard, who said, you know what? If I don't do anything, if you don't remember me for anything for the time I have been in government, I want you to remember me about education. Because you can't do everything. I've been doing, help people with building their personal houses and those things. But if you don't remember anything when I leave this earth, I want you to remember one thing, and that is education. Because it is education that brought me to this level. That is the education that I got, for which you entrusted me and say, you know what, you can be a good representative for us. So I want to give that same education to the children of Sinoe County. All right, so let's play. Mr. Zarzar had a little engagement with the citizens of Sinoe County, the residents in Monrovia, actually, the Kru Town. He had an engagement, interaction with the people. We are not going to play the whole thing again, but just a little bit of the lawmaker speech. And I will give you, because he talked about his achievements, some of the things that he has done. And then I will go over some of those things as well and show them to you, to show that the man is not the other man, a lawmaker in Sinoe County, who will tell our people, oh, I'm building Bakube and Teahjay Highway in Sinoe County, and we can see it. You know, it's about lying to our people. Since 1847, these guys, some of them, they've been lying to our people. You know, and our men are copied that ridiculous propaganda or politics, because our people are shielded from Monrovia. They're isolated from Monrovia, so you come from the city and lie to our people. Oh, I'm building Judge Weah and Milton Teahjay Highway in Sinoe, and we can see it. Even though he had all the opportunity to do that, they gave him the content, the gavel, the authority for development. They gave him money when the country was booming, relatively speaking, on Alan Johnson said leave, and they gave him millions of dollars to build the roads, and the man left it. He doesn't have access to the county covers right now. He is not in charge of the county covers right now. He said, oh, I'm building Bakube and Milton Teahjay Highway in Sinoe. No last, you know. And that's why he wants to thrive on. But in the days of darkness, no, we will keep exposing the liar that we call lawmaker in Sinoe County. The divisionists that will go and praise his God for killing another citizens of Sinoe County. Nambislo, I thank my God. Nambislo, my God, kill him, fought my battle and kill the man. That's the kind of man we have in the county. Yes. Oh, I'm happy that my God killed him. The man who will come and say, Kru people, the people want to divide you. It's all about division. And everybody is preaching messages that are total antithesis to what Senator Teahjay is saying. Everybody's saying unity, and the man will say, Kru people, they come and chop your hair. It's all playing on this tribal sentiment. Now, what the man is on. And we are 2023. We want to make sure and free ourselves from the tribal zealot, from the tribal demagogue, or demagogue, if you want to put it that way. That demagogue that appeals to the sentiment, the tribal sentiments of the people, so that they can divide the people. That's why you on. And this time around, Senator Teahjay will earn our seat if he will get it. That is if, which is not possible. First, he did not earn it. When you appeal to the sentiments of the tribal sentiment of the people, and if for you didn't earn it. But when you earn something, you work for it, you make a case, you give them your achievements, your ideas, how you're going to achieve it. And now we are giving you 9 years. You have to tell us what you did for us, and not to appeal to the tribal sentiment of our people. No, we are sick of that. The same thing that Teahjay did in the country, 350,000 people were killed. In Rwanda, they put the Tutsi and the Hutu together and they kill each other. And that thing, we don't want that man again. We don't want it in Sinoe County. And that's why Milton Teahjay strive on. But Mr. Zarzar is giving the people a message. Okay? The man that is coming to take Teahjay from there, whether Teahjay likes it or not, Teahjay is a one-term senator in Sinoe County. Yes. Because for 9 years, all the man have for us, he went for his campaign awareness. He reported to us. All Senator Teahjay reported to us. He did not sponsor a bill for 9 years because Nambislo Ghost came and blocked the bill. That's what he said. Oh, when I sent it to the House of Representatives, the Ghost can record. My God killed the man, so the man Ghost can record and block my bill. The lawmaker in the Senate, in the House of Representatives, they can block my bill, which is a pathological lie. The man is a big liar. The same way he's telling you, he's building Milton Teahjay and John Weah Highway in Sinoe County, we can see it. That's the same thing you go and say, oh, the people block my bill. So you want to tell us, and in his speech, he will say, you know what? My job is to just write a bill and leave it. I don't have to lobby with anybody. Okay. People, that guy is not there to advocate for you. Bills don't advocate for themselves. You, the person that sponsored the bill, you have to push the bill for it to go through. But Teahjay said, no. Once I read the bill, I'm over. My job is over with. The bill will advocate for itself to go through the other committee. I don't have to talk to somebody in the lower house. I did my job already. And so, is that the man you want? Mr. Zarzar, who will make sure that things go through. The man who Teahjay will block our people from getting jobs. And the man said, no, sir. The economic power for all of us, it has to be shared. And so you cannot stop the people of Wakaba and the Sinko from having the statutory district. And it's a legal district, and you are calling it Bokos because of tribalism. And Mr. Zarzar ran after that. And multiple people, myriad of people in Sinoe County right now, they get employment opportunities. They too, they can send their children to school. Milton Teahjay go killing people, and he's sending their children to school. And he said, no, people should not have jobs so they can send their children to school. And so we have a man who is fighting for our people to get jobs. Teahjay would instruct the kingdom, which Teahjay wants, he said, a kingdom. And so he will instruct the superintendent. You write a letter and take 46 children from people from not scholarship but employment. You'll fire them you'll take them from the government payroll because they are not paying some that their little thing they're getting, they're not cutting it up and giving it to me. And so I will move there and bring my stooges so that every time they get their pay, maybe after 4, 7, or 10 months, or whatever the time frame, they can give me a little thing. All right. So you replace those people. And Mr. Zarzar fought for the people to stay on payroll. Teahjay himself, right now, as you speak, is running campaign for Honorable Zarzar. You know how you're doing that? He said, when you don't vote for me, vote for Zarzar. Don't vote for Kru Town. So Teahjay already confirmed that the next senator of Sinoe County is Zarzar. I don't know why the guy is in the race. He's supposed to be campaigning for Zarzar right now. He said, if you don't vote for me, which the people are not willing to do, he doesn't want to come straight forward and say, oh, you vote for Zarzar. But he just said, oh, when you don't vote for me, vote for Zarzar. So, Senator Teahjay, we want to call on you right now to be the campaign manager of Honorable Zarzar. You are considered defeat already. Which one of the candidates has ran campaign like that before and say, you know what? When you don't vote for me, vote for the other person, my opponent. Kru Town part, the man say, no, I don't want Kru Town. I took that man to the slaughter hall already. That man is in the slaughter hall. He is, what you call in Sonny Boy, no one, they are in the slaughter hall. The same way my God carrying number slaw in the slaughter hall. All right? That's what Milton Teahjay is about. But now we told you, because in our audio, Teahjay confessed to us. He said, I am going down. Okay? And so the man who is not going down, Teahjay is saying, you gave authority to Mr. Zarzar. When you don't vote for me, vote for Zarzar. Teahjay is campaigning for Zarzar right now in Sinoe, in Liberia. When he goes on radio station, he said, don't vote for Kru Town. Vote for Zarzar. That's what he's saying right now. And so the man who Teahjay is now campaigning for, he just met with the people in Kru Town. Let's play a little bit of Zarzar, and then I will go over his achievement and show you pictorial evidence. And I will play Teahjay himself confirming that. And on top of that, Teahjay campaigning on ground right now. If you don't vote for me, vote for Zarzar. All right? The truth is stubborn. It's true coming up. Teahjay will be beating the election. And the boys then, the one that I see them during Teahjay rally, they will be attacking people physically. We need enough security the coming election. Because when we beat Teahjay, the boys then will get there and start the island Kolo supporter and will burn people eye. We don't want that in Sinoe County. This is a modern world. When you win, when you lose an election, call your opponent and congratulate the person. But those guys, you got Teahjay and supporter, Teahjay, I mean, they believe in barbarism, right? When a man can jump out to kill people, what you can do. When a man loses the election, when he is beaten, the boys, you authorize and you ally, he doesn't know about it. Because they always go into the court, and at the end of the day, Teahjay will go to the court, will be him. Because anywhere he goes, will be him. You are fighting, boycott district. Well, at the end of the day, the people are employed now. You say, the case against me is a false case. They took him to the test before in Sinoe, they wanted to carry to the judges so he can play that trouble thing. The LACC lawyer said, no, Sinoe County is not fair, it's not a neutral ground. We're taking that man to Riverside. They took the man to Riverside. And they went through the case, and when Teahjay was declared guilty, Zarzar was exonerated. You were vindicated again. What he said, it was true. Because it was Zarzar that exposed the man corruption. And so that's what we need. If you listen to Stanton Witherspoon, his speech, he's talking about poverty and corruption and those things. So when we have a lawmaker who is fighting corruption, who wants people to be educated, and Teahjay himself confirming that Zarzar built the first high school since 1847 outside the capital city of Sinoe County. Who do you want? And Teahjay will build town halls for our people and not school. You know why he's doing that? He wants to keep our people ignorant. Keep the man ignorant and you rule him. It's another way of suppression. Don't get the person knowledge and you go and speak PP words and they clap for you. And that's the strategy of Teahjay. And that has been his strategy. And so he out of build school for himself and call it Milton Teahjay School. And then when the children can afford, it's not free school, by the way. We got to make that. When it was a free school, they would say, oh, Teahjay is doing something. No. The people have to pay Senator Teahjay for stealing our money and building his own school. And he's not asking people to pay labor. He will not pay US dollar. Teahjay will pull you out of the school. Okay? And that's what he's doing in Sinoe County. And this is the man you want, the man who is doing business. He is building second radio station right now for himself. Why do you need two radio stations? You know why? Because he wants to run propaganda, lie to the people. And so he wants the boys to be all over the place and lying to the people. And when you go find the evidence, you can't see it. Okay? And that's why he wants all these radio stations all over the place to lie to our people. And Zarzar is saying, no. Our people need the education. And so that the boys will challenge him. Because right now when you challenge Teahjay, you will say, well, you know, you don't know nothing. What kind of thing you know you can't stand in front of me? But Zarzar wants the people to know so they can stand in front of Teahjay and challenge him. Like that's how your Dakota is doing right now. Zarzar educated me. And so I will not bow down to the shenanigans and lies of Teahjay. We got to beat the man. Teahjay also, he brought Kru Donkey to us. And he is telling us right now, I don't want Kru Donkey. I want Zarzar. Think about that thing, people. Teahjay brought Donkey to you and said, you know what? He didn't bring Zarzar to you. He brought Donkey. And Kru Donkey, for the past 6 years, the man of foreign lawmaker. He lives out of the country. You never see the man advocating for our people. Last minute of time, they call it quick impact projects. So the man is building town halls and radio stations and those things. Why do we need these things? It's academic, educational empowerment of our people. What are vocational education or academic that what our people need right now? And now, Palawa, how the man building town halls and all over the place so he can fool our people. I told you before, if you go fishing, what you do, you put a worm on the stuff, right? So the fishing can. The guys are fishing right now. And so they're building quick impact project. No, we want not quick impact. We want long-lasting, durable project. And you know what that project is? Education empowerment of the people. And that's what Zarzar is doing. Zarzar said, let's free these people for these guys that are fooling our people. We're all bosses. Somebody now use the tire. That what good for our people. They buy brand new cars for themselves. But then they will go buy all bus and they park our children. They don't observe any rules, nothing. The children will park on that thing and it's okay with them. Yeah, it's not the children. Who put children on a bus like this? That's what Kru Donkey is doing. You bundle the children on a vehicle and they're like that. And he's a lawmaker. A lawmaker makes law for safety and other things for the citizens. But they will park the children and they're going 60 miles per hour. That indigenous children now, that American Liberian children, or now Kru Donkey children, so they can do that. They can do all those things to our children. So Mr. Zarzar is saying, no. Let us give our people, our children, the proper education. So that they will not be fooled to Kru Donkey will not fool them to sit on the hood of the car. No. And Milton Teahjay say, vote for Zarzar. Don't vote for Kru Donkey who putting our children's lives in jeopardy and put them on the bus and they're hanging on the vehicle. These people make the cars with specific capacity. The number of people that are supposed to be in the cars. And not hanging on the car like that. No, these guys don't care for our children. They don't care. And I care. And so I will bring it to our people. And so let's listen to the great man a little bit, Honorable Zarzar, when he interacted with the people in Kru Town in Monrovia. All right? Let's look at a little bit of that. A wonderful, wonderful interaction, Honorable Zarzar. All right, let me share that quickly. I just wanted to give you a little foundation of what's going on. All right. There's a video right here. Boom. And then I'll make it bigger.
I was at one high school when we were going to school in Sinoe. I didn't like that. In our class, before I went on race, we were 279 in one class. And we should have classes in the other room because there was no class that could continue. That thing, I had it at the back of mine. I was one of the reasons why I had to immediately elevate Fargo Central High School to a high school.
You hear it? The man, he said, I elevated my personal radio station to a national radio station or my local radio station. He said, elementary school or junior high school, the Johnson Junior High School, he elevated it to a high school. Why? He wants the children to get prepared for college. After high school, where do you go? But they just said, no, don't do that. All right? Don't educate our children so I can fool them. And Teahjay validated this, what Mr. Zarzar just said, right? Senator Teahjay himself validated what Mr. Zarzar said. Listen to him. Don't listen to me.
Representative from constituency number 3 in Sinoe, Honorable Zarzar. Before Zarzar became a representative, there was no high school outside of Greenville. And through his work, we have a high school in Zarzar. Am I hearing those? And I want to thank him for such a brilliant piece of work in our county.
Okay, so you hear that from the man himself. And that's what Mr. Milton Teahjay right now is saying, if you don't vote for me, vote for Zarzar. Because Zarzar is educating our children. He's building the first high school since 1847. Something that Clinton Duncan parents they couldn't do after leading the country for 130 plus years. It was Zarzar that built the first high school outside the capital city of Sinoe County in Zarzar. Okay? So it makes sense for Teahjay to be the campaign manager of Zarzar. Listen.
I did that. And I started planning to build more high schools. When I was elected in the House, I was lucky to be chair on education. So my colleagues, most of the other places are colleges. At that time, I went to Zwerdu, the people in Zwerdu, the community college in Zwerdu, the students that came from there, they asked that I help them to confine them. Coming from my district. So I said it's not fair that I will even have the students from my district. Because all the students of Fargo are paying the tuition. I didn't know even 95% of them, I just wanted to help.
I mean, imagine that. The man is wonderful. He said in Grand County, you know, they got Sinoe students. And they went to him for scholarship. And I mean, there were other children too that wanted scholarship. He said, you know what? All the students know from their district, first he said from my district. But there are other children from Sinoe County, he said, all the students, whether you're from Sinoe or not, you'll put a name on you'll give me a list and you defray their educational costs. That's what we're talking about. And that's the man we need. And that the man who built him radio station for himself just to run propaganda. Is that what you want? Yeah, listen to Honorable Zarzar. He's giving you his achievements, which his opponent himself validated or is validating.
So that was quite serious for me. So what I did was that how when I became chair on education in the House, I worked with my colleagues. That's how the Sinoe Community College was established.
All right, that's another good thing for Sinoe. Okay, we never had community college in Sinoe County. But when he became chairman on education, the Committee on Education in the House of Representatives, he said, again, when you don't remember me for anything when I die, remember me for education. I want the children of Liberia in Sinoe County to be educated, because when you're educated, you will not be fooled by Milton Teahjay. All right? Or nobody for that matter. You will think for yourself. You will be marketable. When you go for a job, when job open somewhere, you can send your application to. And now when they tell the children alone. Okay? So the man said when he became chairman on education, he said, Grand County got community college. Why Sinoe can have community college too? So as a chairman, the bill originated from the House, from the Senate, from the upper house. Mabutu and other people, they sponsored that bill. And as chairman on education in the House of Representatives, he sped up the passage of that bill. And today, Sinoe County has a community college. Who do you want? The man that building private school for himself and overcharging our children, people that are not working? When the people even want jobs, you say, oh, the Boko district don't get any jobs. Or tell any problem and say, take the people from payroll. Is that the main one? People of Sinoe County. I know my people are smart. They have sent Teahjay message multiple times and he's not listening. And so Teahjay taking people, when you listen to him, he's taking Kru Town to the slaughter hall. He is taking Sonny Ball to the slaughter hall. He took Nambe Slaughter to the slaughter hall. And so right now he is bringing himself to the democratic slaughter hall of the people. And so the people will teach Milton Teahjay a lesson. He will be democratically and politically slaughter. He will be slaughter politically. So the man come. He campaigning for a man, you won't go against the man. How is that possible? So it is because of the labor of Honorable Zarzar that we have a community college right now in Sinoe County. The children can get a 2-year degree and they go to the 4-year degree program. You know, in other counties that got senior college or university. All right, that's what we want. Let's listen to the great man. Mr. Zarzar giving us his profile.
Today, we are still working together to see that we build a physical structure. From the Fargo and Sinoe Education. To go to Kagebo, the largest government high school in the Sinoe. Kagebo. I took it there.
Listen, Kakebo, the man is naming areas across Sinoe County. He went to Zarzar, elevated the junior high there to high school. He went to Kakebo and get the largest government high school. He not say my private school. He said the largest government, which means it's free. All right? It's not Milton Teahjay building private school for himself. So the man went to Kakebo and built when he was a minister or deputy minister of education, right? At the Ministry of Education. That's something that he did. He said, no, the place has huge population. And so they need school. And he built that. He got to make sure that went on. Listen to Honorable Zarzar.
I lived in Kabada. The two men that sent me to school, he was from Kabada, from the Davi family. So I felt that it was fair that we built World Bank brought 16 schools to Liberia. So I felt that one must go to Sinoe. I could have taken that to Pine Town. I could have taken that to Zarzar. But I elevated the Zarzar school for high school. So I felt that school must go to high school. So that's how I built that. That school be built in Kakebo.
You see, I mean, that's how you do it. It's fair enough. Zarzar has a high population. And so you say, okay, since we have a high school in Zarzar area already, let's go on the other side. We can't just be concentrated only in the Sapo area. Because the Kru, the Sapo, the Drapo, and different tribes, they have to benefit from the effort of the leaders. And so you say, no, let's carry on the other side, Kakebo, and build it so the people can have high school education. That's how you do. We call it equity, fair, being fair. The people get a vote to you. You can't just carry only in your area. You know, listen to Honorable Zarzar.
Who is there today? And dear friends, Sinoe County, for all of us, the myth that there is school, there is Sapo, you the young people take that from your head. The world did what happened.
It's a myth, I agree. And other politicians, some of the Teahjay, they don't want trying to make those things into a talking point because they have nothing to sell to our people. And so they preach tribalism. Oh, Kru and Sapo, they are divided. That is a myth. Now, what Mr. Zarzar, it's a fallacy. Huge lie.
But the people that did these things, they didn't go fight, and some of them didn't go to school. But the Kru and the Sapo people, the Drapo people, they are being one. We work together as one family. And some of you that were white people, they were real. When those came to power, there were 4 representatives for Sinoe. There were 2 senators. All of them were Kru. Nobody was making noise.
No, because we're one family. Nobody was making noises. Oh, why are all Kru people serving? No, because those guys back then, they were seeking everybody's interests. You know, we are one family. When we go Sinoe right now, the Kru married Sapo, Sapo married Kru, Drapo married. I mean, come on, people. And so this, I mean, the people now have any intention to come bring it, but when Teahjay came, Teahjay is an empty barrel that makes the louder noise. And so the only thing you survive on is the tribal sentiment. And so Mr. Zarzar says it's a myth. It's not true that division in Sinoe County, the wife and the sample men that marry a Kru woman in the house, they are divided in the house, or the Kru men that married a great Dripple woman, they are divided in the house. So it's a myth that's going around. When I came on just now, the music, the Kru and the Dripple sons that I started with from the beginning. Now my brother from Dripple, I called him, man, I said, man, give me some sons. We are one family. But these politicians that they have no idea. They have no way to survive, so they hang on the travel stuff. And we are saying it is over. Now listen to the great man.
Because the Kru and the Sabo have been living together as brothers and sisters. See, it is the politician that tries to say left bank, right bank, or Kru Sabo. No! Let me tell you. I'm a Kru Sabo member.
Look at, I mean, this left bank, the new nonsense they've been selling lately, left and right bank. I mean, people just think about division whole day. What kind of people are they? Politicians that Teahjay. That's what I think. Oh, left bank and right bank. No, it's Sinoe County. Ain't no such thing as left and right bank, or south and east bank, north and west bank. No, it's Sinoe County, and that's what we should be preaching. And then the division, the guys go. You see, when you are unsophisticated, when you're loud about your education, that's what happens. Because you have nothing. When the people want people, quality people, they don't even think of you. I said Teahjay wants to stay there for another 9 years. So he lied. Teahjay, well, that's about it 1 year. We are putting Zarzar. I would have talked about Creighton Duncan a little bit when Zarzar was in the race. And when he was not, I mean, he became foreign lawmaker now too. I said, no, we didn't let a man to stay out of the country. And so that deterred me about him. You know, he left out of the country in 5-star hotel and the people are suffering. You don't see the man talking about people on the floor one day. I say, oh, sign of interest. No. Show me one video out there working on Dumping advocating for our people. You can see that. But you go there and see Zarzar, they on different committees and advocating for funding to go in the county so they can do stuff. Sponsoring bill to get schools in the in county, college in the county, and those things. That's what we need. And I'm people that are building Palawa huts all over the place. Personal, he and Teahjay the running competition for radio station when Teahjay builds 2, then he build 5. You know.
But I did not tell God to bring me Sabo men. Let me be judged from what I do as I interact with my fellow men.
That is a very critical statement, right? You should be judged on your interaction with your fellow men. How do you treat your fellow men? How do you talk to them? What do you do when they are in need? Do you help? Or you tell the people, say, you know, I'm happy that my God killed the man. Is that what you do? You exhibit this sort of blasé and don't care and callous attitude? No. So Mr. Zarzar say you are judged based on your treatment, your relation to other people, how you treat other people. All right? And that's why the man has been, why you think the man been in government for 40+ years? It's because he has been sent all the 40 years. You know, you're not hear the man say, oh, the man only corrupt, and he has been accused of corruption before. No. Now you can't see anything like that. So when you think of Zarzar, think of people like the late John McCain, or you think about Joe Biden in America, those are the people that hold in the country. When Joe wants people to go out of the country for ideas and stuff, they send Zarzar and call the gurus of the country, the benevolent and those that have patriotic elements. And I don't want to blow their own horns when you go at the end of the day. You can't see anything. Tell you then lie all day. How can you be spokesman for Charles Tatum? You a good man? No, not at all.
Engage, travel, discussions, don't play too much part in my life. I deal with people on the basis of what they do. I want you to do the same to me. And Dr. King said, let me be judged by the content of my character, but not the color of my skin.
No. All right, guys, this is a little bit of Honorable Zarzar over there. It was a very good interaction. If you get time, watch that video. I mean, you can see substance. The man, when you go as far, and so, oh, I'm not here to badmouth my colleagues. I mean, you agree with me, you don't agree with me. We don't do mature people don't go and badmouth each other, especially leaders, because the children are learning from us. They are looking at us. So we can be in public and calling people all up and get the man is mentally retarded. These are the things that Teahjay says because he has nothing better to offer. He can't make an argument. So all he does is insult his colleagues. You know, they call that one a harmony, right? It's a fallacy in philosophy. A harmony to the person. That's what it means. So instead of addressing what the person is saying, you leave it, you start attacking the person personally. You know, that's so Teahjay brings nothing absolutely to the table. For 9 years, the mentor he sponsored bill before number store goes, he got killed, number store, and the ghost came by and the black bills. You know. So let me show you something here. Let me show you something quickly. All right. For 9 years, this is a palava hot that Milton Teahjay is building. Since 9 years, the boys never published that on Facebook. I mean, for 9, the man are doing quick impact project. For 9 years, that man, almost 9 years in the Senate, he been building a thing, he can't finish. All right? He can't finish. Well, a long time ago, when the people asked on Zarzar, the people in Pine Town, they said they want a town hall, the man built that thing. Long time he finished, but Teahjay been building a crap. For how long, we don't know. It's there. Bush growing on it 24/7. But Zarzar built a thing in Pine Town in no time. And people asking, they say, oh, they want to find the place to have their meetings and stuff. He built that. He say, oh, you know what? Let's go beyond this town hall and those things that build structure that are value. So you see, he built a school, for example. In Vobadi, for example, he built a school. Since he elevated the one in Johnson to a high school. I mean, the one in Pine Town, they got some teachers for it and all of that. He doing all those things. You know, he carries some school in Kakebo and other place, you know. I mean, the triple bell, the crew bell, you know, so the development, the human capacity building can go across the board and not only one sided. You know, what can you do with it that Teahjay building? That black stool, he's not even using cement, you know, because he doesn't care for the safety of the people. So the man is building dead blacks houses in Sinoe County. Because when it rains, boom, that thing will crumble. He doesn't care. It's all about him. You just to eat the money. So when they get the money, he build dead blacks and structure in Sinoe County, you know, and that's it. The rest of the money you put in your pocket. All right, that's it. All right, guys, let's transition to something else. I mean, I will bring more development of Zarzar, some of the things he's been doing. I'll just show you a little bit. Teahjay himself validated it and all of that. Let me go to my last talking point for the day. My last talking point, and I'll be out. All right. All right. Yes, I'm almost done. All right. So this is the last one I want to talk about before I go for the day. Let's talk about Reverend Kolo. I saw this interview where he had with I think KMTV or something like that. Yeah, he had this interview. Reverend Kolo wants to be a representative for us Sinoe County District number 3. And so when somebody wants to be my leader, of course, I got to evaluate you. I'll follow you closely and see your history and where you are going, where you have been, and where you are carrying us. All right. So I want to give you why Reverend Kolo or Shara Kolo. Yeah, I wanted to make it sure, so I say it's Kolo, right? Reverend Kolo Saywon is a manager and not a leader. There's a difference between a manager and a leader. Okay. To just be brief, a manager manages the vision of the leader. The leader will give the manager a work to do. So the manager only manages what the leader put in place. Okay? The leader is the one that invent new avenues, invent new ways to improve either the company or the nation or whatever he's doing. A leader does not do the same thing over and over. They find new things. They find new ideas, guy. You can do what you want to do without noise. All right? And so, Reverend Kolo, when you look at his record, he's a manager. He's not a leader. We don't give being a representative is not a managerial position. It's a leadership position. So we need a leader in that seat. Somebody with vision. And not somebody who will tell me, say, oh, my job is to beg. I will beg 24. Our leader does not beg. Our leader invents new ideas and develop the ideas and put people to work. And while people are working on his ideas, his vision, he comes up with something else. But when you listen to Reverend Kolo, he will say, I will beg 24/7. He is not a leader. He's a backer. He is a manager. All right? And so we don't need a backer. If that thing is degrading, it will be degrading to Sinoe County to have a man who is the leader and all he does is to beg other people. Okay, the man gave us his background. Oh, I started from cold water selling and all of that. I sell cold water. All right. Is that a bad thing to sell cold water? No, it's not a bad thing. But when you've been selling cold water for your life and that cold water cannot turn to a factory, it cannot turn to an enterprise all over the place, and you are just selling cold water and you're improving, it got to get stages. You start to sell the cold water, maybe you go to a widow market. Then from there, maybe you get a little shop. And from the shop, you go to a store. And maybe you develop a cold water factory in what they will manufacture. But Kolo been selling cold water over and over. He's not a leader. He's a manager. He's a cold water seller. And that is when you need in the Capitol building? Oh, no. He's not. I mean, you see, reverend. The man is a reverend. What reverend do? God is their leader. And so what they do, they manage God's properties. They are managers. He's not a leader. We want leader. I want leader in this way number 3. The reverend manages the vision of God in the Bible. And so they go and preach and regurgitate what God said in the Bible according to them. And that's why the leader is not a leader. He's a regurgitator. Repeat what other people have already said. Manage what other people put in place already. That's what Kolo is. He's not a leader. And so when I listen to him, I say, the white people gave the God school. I mean, let me just frame my language a little bit. The missionaries, they went to Sinoe, they built a school, they not even finish the school. And they put Kolo in charge to be the manager of that school. Since 1847, that school is still in the same condition. It can't expand, it can't improve it. It's still the same. As a matter of fact, what kind of manager is Reverend Kolo? He's a terrible manager. When you give somebody a property and the person cannot maintain it, and it's still in the same condition that you left it, he's a terrible manager. So why you want to put a man in the House of Representatives? Why? Reverend Kolo is not a leader. Okay? And that is why when they burst that young man eye, he didn't take responsibility for it. I had to push him and push him and push him. And he was still justifying why a boys burst the man's eye. He's a manager. The manager manages the actions or the decisions of other people. Hey, boys, they burst the guy eye. So as a manager, you got to defend, hey, boys, what they did. All right? Just the same way he managing the vision of God. And so he go preach to the people and regurgitate, he repeat the same thing and bring it out. He can't bring your own thing. He said in cold water, 1847, he can't improve that into a shop, into a store, into a factory. No, it's the same thing. He's not a visionary. All right? And so Reverend Kolo is a follower. That's why he follows this guy called Milton Teahjay, who is corrupt. When you listen to him in the interview, the man asking about the leaders, right? He said, I'm friend with all of them. And he kept calling Mr. Zarzar his father. And the young man asking, Mr. Zarzar is a father, and you say he's doing a good job. Why you ran against him in 2017? And I can, the father is my father, and he's doing good. It doesn't mean I can come with my own thing. He said you want to extend what Mr. Zarzar. Okay, look at your history first before you say you extend what the man. You start a cold water business. Say 1847, you still sell cold water. We can see the factory. All right. You started a church, the people gave you a church, and you've been preaching in one church, the church can expand, the membership can grow. They gave you a school, the school is still in the same condition. And so what do you bring? Why should we put in the Capitol building? Why? Kolo does not belong in the Capitol building. He belongs in the church to regurgitate what God gives in the Bible. That's it. He deserves to go and sell a cold water. The man can go beg people to get some money so he can improve a cold water business. He's a backer. The man said, I will back. No crime in backing. Do you think America developed by backing other countries? Do you think Germany developed by backing other countries? China developed because the leaders are backing other people? No. They come up with idea, They have a vision, and we have to do that. We are independent people. We also got hands and 2 feet. We got eyes, we got brain. So let's put this thing to work. But Kolo say, no, I will go around and beg people for the thing and they tire with. That the same thing could have done it, doing could have known your body, carry to labor. You know? No, our people don't deserve what other people have used in a tire with. No, that's a disrespect to the people. We need to we need to put our people to work, educate them. Let the people invent their own thing, empower them, give them the knowledge. The countries that are doing well, they empower their people, and the people are inventing. They coming up with different iPhones, and people are coming. Oh, I want a new version, iPhone 14. It's thinking, the people thinking that their brain, the same brain we get, what the people using. But Kolo say, I will back. I'm a backup. There is nothing wrong with backing. So I will back. So let me show you something. Since 19 woo-woo, the people get a man in the school. Go to Kamo Town, the school still in the same condition. That the Wale cannabis on is saying he built. When the school, just look at the history, it been around forever. It's still unfinished. That is not a leader. A leader does not put people in an unfinished building. The people already started the project and say, oh, manage it. The manager got to do something and put it in better condition and improve the condition. But the children in that dead black house, when you go, in the building, that concrete hard building, and color children are not going to the kind of school. No. But the man said he wants to be in the capital building. So the people of Sinoe County is up to you. Well, you want somebody who will be managing things, and he's a terrible manager too. You put a man there. The school is still in it. So look at the thing. Since the missionary gave the guy the school, it's still in the same condition. He's not a good manager. I will fire the man. And the same day I will fire you. When I give you something to manage, and you got it in this condition, and you got our children, this is a hazard for our children. In America here, Kolo will be in court. They will arrest the man. You'll be in jail for putting the children in harm's way. Because you can't put somebody, child in an unfinished building, no toilet, it's not no heat, no AC, and nothing. It's not plaster. You just put the people in there. They are not animals. You don't treat animals like this. And those are the things that people, they'll be breaking the America and go to Jerry Corner and get all the people, mattresses and carry over there. He's not a leader. The guy is not innovative. He's not a visionary. The man started a cold water business and he's still on the same level. So why you want to make a man a leader or your lawmaker? Why? Why you want to make Kolo lawmaker? Look at the man. He say, oh, Zarzar. Let me see. You will say, Zarzar, they're my own papi. They're my father. Go out there, you will not see Kolo and Mr. Zarzar in a picture. But every day, he's smiling with Milton Teahjay, our defect gives it for corruption. He take a picture with the man 24/7. But then he say, I'm a good man. And Teahjay is telling you, my God killed number slaw. But Kolo say, oh, that man I want. I'm free with all the lawmakers. Okay, say the man and numbers and they let numbers law with picture, you will not see it. Show Kolo and let's just say something we are on a picture, you will not see it. Show Kolo and Donkey on the same picture, you will not see it. Show Kolo and Zarzar on the same picture, you will not see it. But he say, oh, I'm friend with everybody else. But guys, assuming the guy, he wants to reach across, can you be friend with everybody? No. Whether they're leader or not. If you have somebody, if you have a criminal in the town, they say the person is a serial killer, the person is a child molester, would you be friend with that person? Would you? If you are, then what kind of person are you? You are not a good person, of course. They say the person is a murderer. And you say, oh, you know what? No matter what, I'll be friend with everybody. Who are you? Even America does not, it's not, America, people can be referencing. America friend with everybody? No. There are certain people, they are not in the interest of America. America will not support you. China got countries that she aligns with because she can't be friend with everybody. Certain countries, they are not in the economic and the development of the people of China. Russia got people that she associates with. So guys, Kolo idea of being friends with everybody, it tells you that the guy is just a follower. He follows anything. He does not have a conviction. Because when you have a conviction, you have a plan, you are decisive. You don't hustle and hustle and hustle and hustle. No. Bahun will say hustle, you throw market down, right? And so Kolo is everywhere. He said he a friend with Milton Teahjay and taking picture. And he said he loves the people. The man, the spokesman for Charles Taylor, they killed the Liberian people. Kolo said, I'm okay with that. It's fine. He's my best friend. I can go party with him. We can go and meet anytime at night and do whatever we want to do. In the day, we'll take pictures, you know. But he says in the interest of the people of Sinoe County. No, it's not. So when the people of Sinoe County want to take Kolo, it's up to them. But Kolo is not the best person for that seat in Sinoe County. He is coming to foster the agenda of Teahjay. That's what he's coming to do. Yes. So they can build Palava huts. And that's what maybe that the Camotown wanted the Teahjay build. Because Teahjay built a Palava hut in Camotown, and that's why Kolo is all over the place. Oh, the men are my friend. I don't see anything. When you don't see anything wrong with Teahjay, then who are you? If you don't see anything wrong with that man, who are you? You are not a good person. And I don't like to, because my followers, they are Christians, so now I don't like to go. But if you look at the legacy of the God in the Bible, he's not a good man. And so when Kolo doing this thing, I'm not astonished. A God that will tell people you drown everything, including babies and children and animals and everything else. And Kolo is the preacher for that man. He's not a good man. He's not. He is not. And so the same way, his boys burst somebody's eye. And he started defending his boys. And he said, you know what? Teahjay and Charles Taylor, they kill the people. I don't care. Kolo is Teahjay is my friend. I will take a picture with him anyway. You know? And he telling me he wants to be my lawmaker. Oh, no. You are in the wrong era, brother. You got to try again. You can be my lawmaker with that kind of history. With what I'm looking at right now, Reverend Kolo is not the right person for the people of Sinoe County. The man is a sectionalist. He is tribalistic. He doesn't like, when you look at all the things that Kolo saying he's doing, in Camotown, everything is just in Camotown. Yes, a Camotown man. That's what he's coming for. You know, he's all, how can anybody in a red man, Milton Teahjay, you are a sample man. I'm not trying to preach trouble listen, but Teahjay does not reach out to everybody in the county. The people, they had a district. And the district, the people are supposed to get jobs. And the men were fighting the district 24/7. Okay, maybe it's not from the people that are from Camotown. And so that what Kolo says, okay. Milton Teahjay fought these people and said they will not get that district to be operationalized. It passed into law and everything else. Yes. It passed into law. Milton Teahjay said that Boca district. And Kolo said, oh, now my man, he's good. That is fine. That is fine. He's my man. I love this guy. Because that's what God did. Listen to what Teahjay Kolo man. Listen to him.
Remember, we are now where we are today because of love. We suffered to come this place. We worked hard to come this place. No jail in the Republic of Liberia I've never gone to. I've been to almost every jail you can imagine. Starting from police cells. The only reason they don't read Yara was because Dr. Amos Sawyer, as interim president of our country, he abandoned, he discarded Yara. But I've been to Central Prison, I've been to Post Stockade, I've been to every police cell during the military government, and I am staying.
That's the man. Kolo say it's okay. The man say been to all the prisons for doing the wrong things. They will not jail, he didn't go to the better yard. He did not go to better yard because the former president Amos Sawyer closed the place down. But he been to all the jail, he been to all the police cell, and not for good things, for bad things. But Kolo say, oh, that the man I want. He's my buddy. That's the man. That is the man. Listen to Kolo man again. Listen.
Now let me repeat. I will not give Patricia Flomo any card.
The Kolo is okay with that. This man took a young lady vehicle. And he said, I will not give the woman car to her. And Kolo said, my man, Oh man, I love this guy. He can go and confiscate people property. My man, I love this brother. He's my man. I will take picture with me and when anytime I want. I love this brother. Listen to Kolo man again.
No nominee in the entire Republic of Liberia will tell you that I have shown my 5 fingers to some of the poor father in my hand. No, no. They will be so disappointed to come to my point. No, I have a kind of tradition in my office. I was chairman, which I intend to continue. And that tradition is when I'm confronting people, I tell them the truth. They are the ones who are giving you this job. But without comparing you, you will not believe. Okay. I also have young people.
So listen to that man. That's a man Kolo say, oh, nothing wrong with Teahjay. He said, I have a kind of tradition in my office. And that tradition is when I'm confronting people, I tell you before I confront you, you gotta give some of my people. You gotta assure me first that you give some of my people, my stooges, jobs before I can confront you. So Teahjay is not going there to vet the people. He is there to do barter trade, to blackmail those people. All right. And so that's the man Kolo said, you know, that the man won. He's my buddy. I love him. And he said, I plan to continue the culture I have, the bar culture. I plan to continue that. He didn't say I want to leave you. Because the man, he is just there to do that which is wrong, to bring Sinoe to public embarrassment 24/7. That's what. So Kolo said that the man won. That is the man won. Then when he look, people, I will tell you, if you want to be like Kolo, it is up to you. But Kolo is a time-taking bomb. He's just waiting to explode. When you give him that position, you finish. You interview say, oh, and the Facebook politician and that. His own little family man came the other day and said, Kolo, that is a dictator and nobody should vote for that man. I got all the audio. He said, Kolo is a bad man. His own family member. They call him Leo. Leo was on Facebook and said, I played the audio, I brought Leo here, and Leo went at him. When a family member can come up and say those things, why you want to make the man your leader? And the man telling you, say, you know, I hate you, my own people, I hate you. One of the people in Kru Town are like. And so even if I bust the people out and Teahjay say, you're not giving the people job, I still with Teahjay. All right? Come on, people, I'm just here to make you to think. We're not here for these people to come fool us. Teahjay, I mean, Kolo doesn't love you. I mean, everywhere they put here and Teahjay is here, the man. So when they talk about Teahjay crew, that Teahjay crew there, Kolo and the Otelo Grisby and the Otelo Kojo, that Teahjay will not follow us. All of them, they follow Teahjay. It's okay. All these things that Teahjay doing in Sinoe County, Mr. Grisby, Master Grisby, he likes it. And so they align themselves with Teahjay. Otelo Kojo, they beat him 2 times, but he said, you know what? I still with Teahjay. Whatever Teahjay is doing is good. All right. So, guys, if Kolo is just listen to a little bit of what you were saying here. I mean, I just recap everything and just summarize it, so I don't stay. But I'll just listen to a little bit of what he was saying. I'm off for the day now. Let me just play a little bit.
Sinoe County and some other development lately he's been carrying on in the district. So you're welcome to our interview, sir. And it's been having you. It's a pleasure to have you. Okay. So, Reverend, how are you doing? And how's everything?
Almost. I think everything is so far. Right? I mean, that's when you live in anything.
Okay. And you were back from the United States, I think maybe a few months back, if I'm corrected, or something like that.
What?
Yeah,
no.
I was there for a few months.
Okay.
I went back
That's the trolley for me. So that doesn't say your name. It's for me. But as long as that's just stuff right in the phone.
So, Reverend, as it relates to your humanitarian
read it to you. Get off of me, and then I will
Sinoe County,
okay.
particularly
Stop. That's not good behavior.
Guys, you gotta stop it and making noise.
Quite long now, and you have been into it for the longest. So we would like to get a little background as it relates to your humanitarian services across District Number 3.
Well, thank you very much. Like you said, I was born in our district. I grew up in my identical district, and I've been with the people. I pray that God will help me one day to be a blessing. Because of what some of us went through when we were coming up, sometimes think about it that my late grandfather never had anything.
I mean, if you listen to the man say, I pray, I mean, prayer does not change anything. And that's why people continue on the shame. You pray all day. We don't need prayer. We need practical action.
Even to get the first time to go to school, or even the shoes, I didn't know what time that I wore shoes. We wore some because I think people there, I mean, that's terrible, But he did his best. He offered one in school, and thank God that because of that, some of us we are where we are today. And my prayer is that God will help me, that I will.
So the man is waiting for God. God will help him. I mean, the countries that are developed, they are not waiting for God. They are doing something. So the man saying waiting for God, and God will help him. Okay, the man looking for help. And the people he wants to lead, they need help. So the man is saying, I will beg God, and I will go around the world and beg other people. Because nothing wrong with begging.
Out there, and be able to help other people. So if them a dream, if them a vision, and thank God when I went to the States, I prayed about it. And one of the things I also prayed for was God giving me a wife, not just a woman, but a wife, Because what I want to do, if I don't have somebody who has that same vision, it's not going to work. And thank God you blessed me with a wife. And then when I told about my vision, and then she was happy about it. Very much happy about it. And she agreed that, well, whatever God sent you, where I'm going to go. And we all gathered from the States.
I mean, God sent a God to beg. And we don't want a man. Everything in reference to God. So God saying to beg is humiliating for another adult to be begging another adult whole day. It's just disgraceful.
We graduated from the States, graduated from college. But for somebody that agreed to come to America, come back to Liberia, it's not an easy thing. But then that's today, I'm proud of her. We came back officially since 2004. We've been working with our people in Zarzar. I mean, it's been a blessing, and I don't even regret, not even a meaning for what I'm doing. I'm happy with that, and I'm proud of that. There is a blessing that I can be a blessing to my people. For this sector. Even when I was in the States, I've been praying for sponsors to look for churches to help me come back home.
I mean, I'm praying all day, just doing prayer.
Yeah, we can live in a lot of bigger ones. So it's a challenge, but when God is in whatever you do, you always provide.
It feels that you were giving back and people have felt the impact. Do you think so?
Well, 100%. 100%, I believe that people feel the impact.
So there are many success stories.
Oh, yeah. There are a lot of success stories. A lot of them. From all over the country. So, and our service is not just to only the school, it's also with the orphanage, we like so many times I bring in missionaries, bring in
I mean, this is called school.
Help them with clothes and a lot of things. Got a missionary, also a dentist, who can help people.
You see, the war help, right? The war help is just for a little bit. Somebody cannot help you all the time. And Kolo, he says he's a leader, but he is begging people, other people, so that you come and help people. I mean, come up with something. You're going to school already. You study about God. Let God give you that knowledge to invent something, and not just to beg other people all day. You praying and praying and praying. We don't need prayer warrior in the Capitol building. No. That man stay in your church and pray. Y'all can go vote for the man. I'm here to just help my people out. I'm not here to give you the wrong persons, and because somebody give you old mattress and you vote for the man. We are talking about what the person has done. Okay, the man started something good. He wanted to be a businessman. And so he said, okay, let me sell cold water. Okay, nothing wrong with selling cold water. But when you start selling cold water since 1847 and you are still selling cold water, and that cold water that business has not grown for you to employ people, you are not a leader. And then the people give you the structure to manage, even whether you build it or not. And that building is still in the same condition as it was from the beginning. He's not a leader. No. He's a manager. But what sort of manager is he? He's a terrible manager. So people of Sinoe County, this is the voice of Sinoe in the diaspora. I give it to you. It's uncomfortable for some people. But our people's lives is at stake here. We don't want these sectionalists. And these people that are not inclusive, they are just there 24/7 to preach sectionalism. The other man is not from Kamo Town. The other one is not from the other town. No, we don't want that thing. Those things are old school things, you know. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that's how we're doing it for today. We want to say thank you so much for following VOSD. As always, we will be every Monday. We are here at 3 p.m. To help you out, to open our people's eyes, and so they can vote for the right people. You know, as time goes, you're making no illustration. As time goes by, I will tell you who is right for electoral district number 3. I gave you a little bit of Alex Sonnenborn Noah. It's not the right person for you. Kolo is not the right person for you. I'm narrowing them down. I was looking on Facebook today. The man I built some kind of chicken horse somewhere. They said a toilet, you know. The man built some kind of disease breeding center. And he said it's a toilet. No. In a day and age, you don't build out something somewhere and you call it a toilet. When Sonny Boy is traveling, he doesn't. The buildings, the people have these massive buildings and everything in there. They go there in the bathroom, everything clean. But those things that the man building and say, the man he wants to do more real estate business. So you want to put Sonny Boy there, it's up to you too. But Sonny Boy is not your choice. The man been over there for less than 3 years. The man get 40 houses already. The boys then posting all how many houses the man have built. You go there, you go vote for Sonny Boy. You see the men are real estate man. They're called a backer. You don't need these people. Look, Sonny Boy, no. The man driving brand new Lexus and bought an old car for the people of Sinoe County. And he said an ambulance. And this is the ambulance. I told you the other day. This is what we call ambulance. Okay? That's our ambulance. Because the vehicles are built specifically. They put all certain things there because it's a hospital on the go. All right, so it has to have everything in it. So the man brought Toyota old cruiser and he said that they pin it, they put all your name, you give your parents something and you write your name, all you put your picture on it. So the people can do that, you give it to your parents. Come on, dude. The guy just doing a fish, the man is a fisherman. The man is fishing for your votes. And so he's not there. Go to donkey park and put your children in harm's way. Pack all of them on the bus. That's what you doing. These guys are trying. They tell you else I take a Patricia football car. He say, you don't want to get a car too far. I will take it from boom. Then Kolo say to my man. The man say, I want to be the next American Liberian king, the oligarch. Some can't touch me. You have to hold that. The man is new slave master. While the people are freeing our children from Milton Teahjay over there and making the people out of slaves. They got to cover him. The son, he talk like something, but he the one say the people should cover him, the son should not touch him. He said, so how they got, he degrades our people. He humiliate them, you know. And now the man Kolo said to my man, the man Kolo said he's a man of God, he loves people, he cares for children. The man sponsor a bill to make rape the law of the land. But then he said, oh, that the man I won. Oh man, the Kolo is Teahjay is a good man. Yeah, the man chanted to a voodoo ring. And he God killed Nambus Law. I'm not the one that said it. He himself put that thing and said it on the audio. He go for a battle and kill number Islam. So after chanting to the ring, so that the man. So Sonny boy know that building horses all over the place. One. The man can put it all over the place. The ball then. This is not a man for you. The man bearing power for less than 3 years. You got all these horses. The people are worshiping the brother now. Oh, Sinoe County. Look at our best. I said we have to the people they worship. I said, what's up with the worshiping business? The people just worshiping these leaders. The people you get the power. Those guys supposed to worship you. It's not the other way around. When you don't get that vote, they will not go in that building. But they worshiping the people who they Quentin Duncan here, the old man, she can't pray for herself, she praying for Quentin Duncan. So the man can go sleep in a 5-star hotel. So the man can be a foreign lawmaker. I mean, I don't understand our people. Sometimes I don't understand what they do. You know, Tony Boy Noah, yeah, man, Teahjay the reconcile. They together again. But he said he wants to be the people representative, the people of district number 3. The majority. Teahjay denied their jobs. The people of the Wakaba and the Single, they get the highest votes in that place. Sonny Boy Noah say about me and Teahjay will go now. You know, I'm straight. I'm straight. Teahjay can deny those people jobs. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? And so people, I mean, I just look at the people there and say, yeah, but district this is district number 1, candidates. District number 1 are the people that are running. You got the other guy here, Grisby, the Allah of Teahjay, you know, Mr. Romeo Quia, this other one, Master Grisby, you know, Jipley. I mean, so these people, as time goes by, will tell you who is right for you. They want to call like I say, when they bust a young man out in Kamo Town. I mean, like I said, the man you want to vote for, it's up to you. Me, I'll just show you the thing now. I ain't here to come hide anything for anybody. I mean, you made a record, I showed it to the people. And the man is not regretful. He didn't regret that thing. The man still defending it. But he say he wants to be a leader. Y'all go for the people then. It's not the right thing. Kolo is not the right person for that district. If you vote Kolo, it's all about Common Town. Yeah. When Teahjay goes there, when they Common Town, you go, you ban on the rest of the people. All right. You have to look at Kolo violent a little bit.
The Zarzar group is celebrating. The Kolo group started throwing stones.
All right, yeah, that the guy that was doing the recording is not me that talking. Zarzar group was celebrating and Kolo people there in the child throwing stones.
And as you can see over there, fight is breaking up. There's a fighting going on now. As you can see, people are throwing stones and they are fighting.
So, see what Kolo trained boys to do. He was in the US for years. He saw how the people do that election here. He went over there, he didn't win, and told the boys that you're fight. When the people can't dance, the one that reason they get angry, they say, why the people came in Kamo Town where that Kolo kingdom, just the same way Teahjay got Teahjay one, right? According to him, we do. But They can declare themselves at certain area that kingdom. So he said, why the people want to come town to dance? Honorable Zarzar supporters. He had to sense that Zarzar got supporters in Town as well. So after you were declared guilty, the people when they start dancing, they didn't throw stone, they hold their branches in their hand and they dancing. When they reach Town, Kolo authorized the boys and they started attacking the people. Why you can't in front of us? You can't dance. You're teasing us. You know, the man is not mature, he's not a leader.
Hey! Hey!
The cameraman's confused. Yeah, that's the electoral violence of Reverend Kolo, that a man that wants to be our representative. The Teahjay man. The guys there too. That man there, yeah, man, Teahjay, they all want to play taking picture. And the boys then they're attacking people. And he's not showing remorse. He defending the people. Oh, why is that people there? They left their area and they come to our area as though a rebel war. No. It's election. The people, electoral district number 3, even the Constitution of Liberia, you can go anywhere and live there. Whether you are in that, once you are in that country, you don't cause any harm. So the people in the same geographical area of Town and say, why the people came to Town and can't dance? The man activated, but you're soon then you're knocked down with stick. I mean, see the people out in the animals, the breaking stage just for people dancing. That's all. That's what Kolo and people then the throwing stone, Kolo inside in the crowd, get you breaking your own stake. Yeah, the other guys speaking up saying the people crazy. Those are crazy people. You got to hit somebody for dancing in front of you. Join your brothers and sisters out of your dance. Zarzar is the leader for everybody. And so when somebody can't dance on you, the man wasting water, you know, hit you with anything, and you say, oh, why the man cannot dance in front of you? Then Kolo was telling me, oh, that's a supporter to the throwing stone. I said, man, you're not talking to a dumb person here. Somebody wins election, why they will be throwing stone? The person who will not win, the frustrated person is the one that throwing stones. He said, why the people came in town to can't dance? I mean, something not wrong with me for me to believe that thing. Zarzar supporter throwing stones. And when you look at the video, you don't see that.
Yeah.
The guys are fighting war. May his soul rest in peace. The last Dr. Lauren Diggs, he the one did a recalling here. The man that was building the schools, I mean, the contracts for the government in Liberia, he's the one who was doing all the contracts. He has a company, so he had a company called Global Tech, you know, the building, doing contracts. He didn't want to record this. All right, guys, just a little bit of the man that running. He wants to be our lawmaker in Sinoe County, Reverend Kolo. It's a Reverend, but the left fighting. The left fighting. And so we don't need fighter. And he and Teahjay, they can go and have their, they can go somewhere else without fighting stuff. We don't need fighters. We need people with ideas. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you so much for joining Voice of Sinoe in the diaspora with Esoteric. And that corrupt monkey will calm down. They call Teahjay. Yeah. Mash up the place.
To take care of Babu Nebo, you're not able to go to
Yep, I'm buried there. Let's go put that AC on, please. It's so hot in here. I got all these fans on, but you guys. No, we don't ask me to go sit on the AC. All right, guys, I want to say have a wonderful day, and so we'll see you next Monday. I'm out. Prudence, come on, end the show, please.
Is this your background?
Yeah, you gotta end up. You do this. Click the stuff and end the video. You see one of the. Yeah, you do. You got the neck here on my show.
Uh-oh. Where is it?
So you gotta come to the red one right here.
How do I go up?
So you go up like that, and then you click right here.
Okay.
No, click here. See, you see the little thing on the side?
What? Which one?
Right. You should put your finger right here and press the button down here. Hold on. There you go. Press that. There you go. And come down here again and press it.